examine who you are. He said, guess what? No longer will you be able to examine who I am.
For sure.
Block, delete. And all I could do was laugh because that's my sentiments.
Yeah. And you know, I don't hate gay people, nothing like that. So it's not on. It's just that I believe in bloodline. I believe in character traits. That's why I don't understand how some women can just go get an AI and go grab a donor from a bank and you don't know nothing about the man.
That part.
All right, shout out to Pittsburgh 3700 for the membership. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you for the continued support. Yeah, man. Straight up. Uncle Rick, what's up, man? We just vibing, man.
What's good, bro? You know it's Friday. We ain't got to do nothing tomorrow. I know how it go. What's popping, my boy?
What's up, Rick? What's the word?
Hey, Papa Smurf, everything's everything, man. Shit, if I had your hands, I'd cut mine off. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you do got my hands. You do got my hands, my brother. Shit, we one and the same. We brothers of the same mother. You feel me? Father. Yeah. You feel me? The Most High.
Yes, sir. Blessed every day.
Man,
for sure.
What you think, though? What's your thoughts?
Why they got a woman at the table?
2 women per se.
He shouldn't even be part of this discussion.
No, for sure. It's crazy work, bro.
This discussion does not involve him. Like you. How can you even try to fake and present? Like I tell people all the time, I don't listen to gay people. I just don't, especially when it comes to affairs between men and women, because they have no understanding.
Mm-hmm.
He has no understanding. His reality is maneuvering between men. So how can you tell any man about how to deal with a woman? It don't make sense. And what did he say? He said something in and he said you should empower them. If they strong and independent, what I got to empower them for?
Especially if they more intelligent than I am.
You see what I'm saying? Like it don't like if y'all power don't come from us, what we got to empower you for? Mm-hmm. What y'all looking to us to support you for when the power is within y'all? So what y'all saying? What he's saying is that, right? The reason why women have power is because men bestow it to them, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Simon, what's up, man?
Nah, I was listening because I love dude, right? But yeah, I'm like, yo, you are controlling, bro. Like, yo, I can't really understand how you're in a whole situation, you're married, and like you control a woman like that. You know,
who talking about somebody on the panel?
Yeah, I'm talking about Uncle.
What?
Like so
I thought you were talking about the people on the show. Oh, you talking about okay.
Uh-huh.
So you wondering why I'm able to control my woman?
Yeah.
The question is the answer.
I don't really understand why you're comfortable with trying to control a whole other human being. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you worried about what I'm comfortable with? Does it affect you?
Because it's just interesting. It's not sort of like a thing like I'm telling you to do right or wrong. I'm just saying, like, I don't really understand why you would want a woman to be in your control like that. Like,
so I got a question for you, Salmon, before I answer. What have you been sipping on, man? What you been drinking, man? Before I answer the question, what you been drinking?
Gin and juice.
Okay, it's telling. It's telling on you. right?
Mhm.
So the conversation, and Uncle ain't said nothing about his marriage or anything.
Yeah,
of
he
sort.
hadn't. He hadn't even said nothing about his wife.
Yeah,
Simon.
we're speaking
understand
about
that's what he-
the video right now, Salmon. So
he-
what I would like for you to do, my brother, take a moment, right? Go and get something, put it on your face, and then you got to cam
Yeah.
up. My brother
Yeah.
said you got to cam up. So if you can't
No,
cam up,
no, Simon good. Simon
oh,
good.
he
He
good.
Yeah,
Okay, my
Simon good.
apologies.
Simon good.
I'm just
Simon good.
I'm just making sure.
Nah,
So
he good, but stick to the video, Simon.
yeah,
About I'm 70 years old. So I come from a whole nother era than any of you Negroes is talking about.
Yeah.
And what I've learned, and I'm not saying I'm right, I think everybody is right. Because there's so many levels to this. But most of this was laid on our parents.
Yeah.
My father was born in 1915 and his parents were slaves. Well, his grandparents were slaves. So what I've learned is it's not your mother's fault. It's not your father's fault. It's not your fault. We were born into 450 years of post-slavery PTSD. I am 69, I'll be 70 in March. I've just learned how to love.
All right, let's stay right there before we build on that. What do y'all think he means by that? That he's finna be 70 years old. He's just not learning how to love.
I think he mean exactly what he says. Right? He's finally figuring out the relationship between how him and a woman and how he should love probably not just her, but himself as well.
and to piggyback on that, let's look at the fact that first he stated we're looking at something that has been passed down, right? And then it being passed down, now we get to the scope of some clear understanding. Now that we have a little bit more freedom, now I'm not even grown. I'm still an adult. And
But is
being an
love that
adult is coming
complicated that
learning.
it takes 70 years to just start learning how to love for real?
Man, he had to get all the hate out of him. He had to get all those things that was placed in him. Especially think about this, Trey. You're talking about a person that was so close to slavery in the sense of us. That's why I say that generation confused me. That baby boomer generation, they to do as I say, not as I do generation.
Yo, I ain't
You
trying to
did
be
say
funny, but I mean, like, you look like you don't even move. So, like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Simon, hey, just stick to the video. We trying to have a serious conversation right now. Now, if you want me to stop the video and you have a conversation with Uncle Rick and P. Smurf, if that's what you want, cash at me. I mean, super chat me $50. I'll let you. You can have all the fun you want. Y'all can have fun. If you want to have a conversation with Uncle Rick and P. Smurf, super chat me $50. I'll take the video. Hold on, listen.
Okay.
I'll take the video
I'm
down,
listening.
and you can have a conversation with these men. What we doing?
All right, let's go ahead.
What we doing, Simon?
I'll
Shoot
say
the
that
50.
shit. You know
Shoot
what
the
I'm
50.
saying?
Shoot the 50 to him.
Hold on. I'm asking what we doing, Simon.
Go ahead, bro. I'll shoot that. If I don't even know this brother, so like
No. So listen, what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So when you super chat the $50, I'm gonna take the video down. You can have a conversation with P. Smurf and Uncle Rick. And guess what? It's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go, but we can go on in. We can have some entertainment. I got time.
I got plenty of it.
I gotta work tomorrow. So.
It's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go, but super chat me $50 and you can have the flow, brother. I'm not tripping. You can have the flow. It's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. So
See, but to get back on the video, Trey, like I think again, a lot of us don't make the space or have the space to love.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it's. I mean, if we're talking about the average dude, you usually grinding from sun up. I ain't gonna say sun up, sun down at this point, right? But all your life you grinding, right? You don't have time to stop and be about how honestly, how things affect you, because all you can do is react because you're too busy going from one task to the next.
I can see
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
This where a good marriage and a good woman comes in, right? Because you have a space there right? Where you can actually start to relax and actually look at your flaws and the things you need to work on as a man, right? But when
Yeah.
you're out here running these streets, or you chasing bags, or trying to get, you building and trying to get something going, you don't get no time to love
Yeah,
nobody.
by the time you look up, time done went by.
Exactly.
Yep.
I keep trying to tell people, you 50, you just don't know it yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So today's done with. Tomorrow already here. Today don't even matter. You just walking through that. That's done with. You see what I'm saying? So I understand what he's saying, and it's just to the point. Like I said, a lot of these younger dudes, they sitting in a privilege that they don't understand. Right?
Yeah.
They're really sitting in a privilege where they didn't have to really be on their grizzly. And what I hate is that people don't recognize that a lot of black families, right, actually took their kids out the ghetto, right? Actually gave them. They didn't have to worry about where food's at and where their next meal or where we gonna stay, right? Though a lot of those issues I'm not saying those issues don't exist, right? Because people try to act like they don't, right? But I'm talking about that's the struggle of being a kid. A lot of that stuff has been eliminated. And you can see that with the attitudes that, of the children today. So again, these spaces weren't really established because you're too busy as a man grinding. That's just the facts of the matter, right?
Yep.
All right, let's see where you're going with it real quick.
Our parents didn't know how to love. Their parents didn't know how to love. And if I could say anybody maybe had an edge, it was the women. That's why I celebrate Black women. I live with a psychiatrist, forensics detective, gangster, loving Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, who's just been patient with me to teach me how to love. But in closing on this, because I don't want to get too deep, I called my buddy, man. I said, I'm fucking up, bro, really bad. I'm fucking up. So I never been monogamous. So I don't even fucking know
what age did you become a monogamous?
Today. No, but let me just say what it is.
Good to know.
And we don't talk about this. We don't talk about dopamine being in a pleasant center of the brain like we talked about oxytocin is the hormone. It's called the cuddle hormone. So a lot of times we're just talking in generalities. And that's why I think what you said about counseling, because a counselor is going to get inside of this from a real, not even white people perspective, just from a scientific perspective, unless science is not wrong and the brain is not the man who is. So when I hurt my girl, which I've done over and over, and I commend her for even being with me, and I said it in my podcast, and I'm gonna say this and stop. I called one of my partners who was brilliant. He said, when you hurt somebody, where you leave them is where they stay. So I think our parents, our grandparents, our uncles, the people that raised us, those men who treated the women outside the house nice, but then put the thumb on the grandmama and put the thumb on the girlfriend or whoever. They are all, it all comes from out of all of that. And I think that's what makes me excited that we're going to bring the women and the uncles and we need to bring them all in here. But go ahead, what are you going to say?
The one thing that I just want to talk about in Luke, make sure I say the name right, pop this part out. Okay. What Luke brought up was like accountability. Like, yes, we can talk about, what our families did to us, all this, all that. But eventually, and I know white people try and say this, and I really don't like that, but eventually it comes a point where you have to decide, how do I want to live my life? I haven't talked to my daddy in 6 years. I don't give a fuck about what my family has gone through. I know where I will go. So it's like, you can only say that for so long. Black women are tired and, kind of like putting onto them like, hey, like, you didn't do this entirely, because everybody in here, several people have talked about like,
I'm trying to figure out how he gonna say black women are tired.
Because you're a black woman.
That's what I'm saying.
No, he's not a black woman. We're not gonna sit up and lie like that.
No, I'm just saying, in his identity, bro. Because how can you speak from a black woman's viewpoint when you're not he spoke?
I'm telling you, that's some bullshit, yo. These motherfuckers are in a circle of yaks, and at the end of the day, like, they all experience some butthole shit. Like, no, like I don't play that shit. Like they like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you be in a circle of a whole bunch of niggas turn around like talking about, I don't know my father.
No, he didn't say he didn't know his father. He said he haven't talked to his father in 6 years.
Oh, yes, same thing.
And I'm pretty sure that that there's a reason why he hasn't talked to his dad. You understand what I'm saying?
Yo, you got
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
trying, but I'm just trying to figure
look
out.
at. Just
Hold on,
look at
Simon.
it.
Hold on, Simon. You cut me off. But I don't understand the fact that he's talking about how black women are tired. And if they are tired, then black women or whatever black woman have to substantiate why she is tired, because all black women are not tired. I'm pretty sure if we were to have a conversation with Uncle Rick's wife won't have the same sentiment as a woman that's out here that's trying to live free and independent.
Yo,
And even Bomb Cherry,
most black
even
men
Bomb,
can't
hold on,
take.
Simon, I'm not done. And even Bomb Cherry,
I apologize.
and even Bomb Cherry that just came up, she's a married black woman, right? So at the end of the day, I've seen most women that are married not have the same experience or verbiage as a lot of these women out here that just want to be
That's
bad
totally
and single.
correct. Totally correct.
Anybody want to expound on that?
No, yeah, I agree. Like I said, shit, they should be tired. Shit, if they can't be, you know, all that damn talking and trying to be strong and independent without a man, shit, I'd be tired too.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That I'm not tired of my husband,
Ooh,
but the
oh,
reason
that's
what
right.
he's speaking for is what he heard, and you all of you heard a woman say, "I'm tired." You know, so maybe that's what he's just expressing, what he's heard, what he have heard. Damn.
That's-
Yeah, but he said black women, so he didn't say, well, my black, well, some of the people that's in my circle. I can understand him saying that. That's more reasonable. But to say black women, MEN, that includes you, Bomb Cherry. That includes all the women that's in the chat. That includes Rick's wife. That includes black women, and that he doesn't speak for black women.
No, I agree with you
Yo,
on that.
the video, right, is a bunch of black, you know, men like expressing themselves, right? But you know what you gotta take from this is most of them are yaks. You know, it's like, yo, they in a prison.
What's a
system.
yag, Simon? I'm not sure what their verbs are. What's that mean?
They had it like from a man, like
That means he got that alcohol in him, and he's slurring over there.
Hey Simon, hey, you gotta come on with it, bro. You know I rock with you. That's why I let you up, Simon.
yo, bum,
You
don't do that to me
but you gotta
because
come on with
I'll
it.
do that to you the same way. Nah,
Simon is always drunk. Hi, Simon. How you
what
doing,
talking
baby?
about? What you saying, baby? No, it
Simon,
ain't that.
Simon,
No,
if you,
I'm talking
Simon,
about
if
the
you can't
video.
keep up with the conversation, I'm gonna have to take you down, brother, until you sober up.
I'm talking about the video.
Okay, so makes sense now.
They
I'm giving you
look,
one more
this-
opportunity, Simon. All right, let me play the video. Let's keep going.
Going to counseling, have that upon yourself. Stop waiting for a woman to tell you what you need to do. Take that
But
upon
let me
yourself.
address that. Let me address that real quickly. For me, I didn't know fucking how to
Can I
love.
say one more
Hold on.
thing? No, I have to say this because another thing that happens is too, you live your life for so long, and I'm not meaning no disrespect by
It's all
this,
right. Just say it, bro.
but when you hit your 60s and your 70s, I want to be right.
Okay, but let me.
I want to live my life right. I want someone to take care of me and protect me, and that's what a lot of women have
Because
issues
I'm living
with.
it right the fuck now.
As I said,
Listen to
I
what I'm
said
saying.
60s
Let
and
me say-
70s.
Let me say this.
Don't overtalk
I'm
me.
gonna fucking overtalk you
I'm
because
good,
you're talking out
but
of
you're
line,
not
nigga.
gonna
You
disrespect
don't know
me.
what the fuck you talking
I
about.
am.
I just
I
learned
do.
to love at 60,
I do.
bro. You don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Oh, I do.
Because you can't
I
fix
do.
that shit.
I
You don't
do.
know it, nigga.
I do. I'm good.
You don't know what the fuck you do. Fuck out of here. I'm living. You can't tell me what the fuck I'm living, nigga. I'm living it right now. You cannot fix no shit that you don't even know is happening.
I think there's a misunderstanding.
No, but he's generalized. You can't. No, listen, bro. Let me stop. This is what it is. Let's get to the truth of this shit. You can't fix no shit unless you meet somebody who is on another level to help you elevate to understand. I'm not indicting anybody. I'm telling you what the shit is. You can't fix some shit that you don't know about, bro.
Yeah.
You can't. And then you get there at 69 or 70 and say, I thought I was being loved all this time. That's what our parents have gone through. And that's why we all so fucked up right now.
You asked how do we love Black women?
Yeah.
That's right here. Trust Black women and listen to Black women because they know more than we do what it is that they need.
I don't think that's true either.
As
There's
men,
a lot of Black women who don't know how to love.
I'm not talking about what they know how to love. I'm saying what they need as far as
I get that.
We're talking about, that's what we're talking about right now. Also, if we're going to use our.
Did y'all hold on? Hey, he cut him off. Did y'all see what? Did y'all hear what he was? What that was a? Well, what they was?
I don't know.
I'm trying. I can't call that a man. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
No, yeah, he just.
I'm gonna use
like
they. I'm gonna use they.
real.
Did you understand what they was about to say?
Oh,
They was about to say women need reproductive rights. That's what they was about to say. Y'all didn't catch that?
I'm lost. Sorry.
I ain't catch that part, Trey. I ain't gonna leave a lie to you. I was listening to the elder brother because he was finna teach me something to Dude interrupted. Dude just had this whole conversation, and I heard all the brothers listening. The only person responded was this dude that they say maybe, you know what I'm talking about? So when the brother finna kick knowledge and explain some things that put it in perspective, now the lady want to interrupt him.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna just use she.
I want to see what this thing finished saying.
Okay,
let's do it.
Privilege and power as men in society. How do we show up and be accountable? Like you said, the way to be accountable is to dismantle patriarchy, because patriarchy makes it so that men have the power and women do not.
But you can't get there unless you listen to him. We got to go, and you may not agree. We got to go to therapy. I should be in therapy.
All right, there. So she said, I'm just gonna call it, that's a goddamn she. She said that they need to get rid of dismantle the patriarchy. So what's everybody's viewpoint on that?
What is a patriarchy? What is it? Not no catchphrase or cliche shit. What is it for real?
Well, I think they're trying to say that men, what's the word I'm looking for? Men not wanting to see women thrive, not wanting to see women in leadership, women being submissive to men, and women not being able to own homes, have a lot of different rights at the end of the day.
Do that, right?
Of course they can.
Okay. So in my understanding, right, if you want to say patriarchy, that means the man is responsible for the bulk of the work, correct?
100%.
Right. So in y'all's experience, what woman y'all know want to be responsible for the bulk of the work?
Cherry, you know any?
Not take credit for it.
Be responsible.
Right. Be responsible for what comes out of it.
I don't know anything like that. No.
So what y'all saying is that what they saying is this, and people that had this argument, right? Give them the power to make bad decisions and excuse them for it.
Which society has done.
Exactly. So
which society has done.
Yep. Y'all blame women for things that men have done.
Like what?
And the laws that are in place, men put in place.
I don't for that.
What?
I don't blame people for that. Men put those in action to help y'all out.
No, yeah, well, no. You claim that.
That's true. That's true.
Well, no, that's not true.
Why is not?
The laws that are in place, a lot of these laws that y'all disagree with, we disagree with as well.
Which ones?
But, like, for example, having putting strict rules on men as far as in the workplace dealing with a woman. Okay, now women didn't put that in place, and they didn't put that in place particularly to protect the woman, but it was in place to protect money.
Could you please?
Like a woman might be able to sue a company because of what's going on, and the insurance company. Like, what is so funny about that? Like, men, Like you do know we have children, right? And they sons and daughters. And we're not trying to have anything hurt our sons, just like we don't want nothing to hurt our daughters.
I was listening to what you're saying. And you're
Oh Lord, it goes on.
But look. At the end of the day, like you're trying to state like women didn't have no place in the law, right? Not women did, okay?
Women didn't have place in what?
Women had a place in the law, like they had a place, right? You're trying to say they didn't, like
in the law. You talking about the law?
Yeah, he said the law. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we know that's not true, right? We know that at one point, the men who was in control were men. They were all men.
Yes.
No.
Okay. But he's not saying that.
Just
no. Uncle Rick said that a lot of the things were put into place to protect y'all, and that's true, Bonter.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
I mean,
Yeah, just because like you sit down with your sewing machine and you
if they wanted to protect women,
like,
if they wanted to protect women,
wait.
They would have taught their sons
You're not
that
paying
some of the
attention.
things that they're doing shouldn't be done. They wouldn't
No,
go and make laws
You're not
to
paying
protect
attention.
their
Joe.
money.
No, I appreciate you, girl, but you're not paying
So here
attention.
go the only thing with that. One of the things that they put into place is they say no fraternization. That's why they separated men and women in the workplace, because it was about going to work, but they start fraternizing. Then they put in the sexual harassment laws for those that had power and would try to use those powers in order to conquer over women. So at the end of the day, I hear what you're saying as far as what the cause and effect is now, but there are laws that protect you. So there shouldn't be no fraternization in the workplace, because the workplace is not there to date. It's there to create capitalization in order for everybody to be taken care of. That's where you go to take care of your family from.
But
Right.
He's smart. That
Go
happens
ahead.
for the simple fact is, again, somebody in the laws, right, capitulate
Yes.
women wanted to work. So again, every problem they get is from giving them what they want.
Exactly.
Women have always worked. What are you talking? Y'all make up this thing where women didn't work.
Nope.
Women have always worked. But
So
give it to your example, the young man who said in the workplace, right?
They
So
work there. Did they work?
listen, so and this is the thing, right? So in the workplace, what was happening if a man used his power to start dating, and then a woman come about and she sued the company, right? So they start putting laws in place and things in place to protect the company interests. They don't. If you want to protect women from these fraternization, you would teach men not to mess with women they work with.
All right, hold on. So hold on, Simon.
Mhm.
First of all, as a business owner, you have to protect the business at the end of the day. So that's not even a given, right? That don't even count.
So
But
that's right, though. That's how laws come.
Hold on, but on the flip side, you do realize that women fraternize just as much as men, correct?
Right.
Women fraternize just as much as men. What
Okay,
does that mean?
listen. The first time I got it in at a job, it was a woman that brought me into her office.
Okay, but that doesn't mean it happened just as much as men, right? You do know that, right?
No. I'm not trying to see who got the biggest pickle. No diddy, right? This is not a power struggle at the moment.
But that's what
I'm
you said.
saying is you're making it one-sided, Bomb Cherry.
No, I'm not. They even protect it.
Yes, you
The laws
are,
to protect men too is to protect the men too, and that proves my point more than y'all's, right? They protect.
So you're saying that. So you're saying that the laws are put into place to protect women and men.
I'm saying that the laws that y'all complaining about was
We're
to
not
protect.
complaining. Go ahead.
No, that y'all say that women got that these unfair laws, and I'm not talking about y'all up here, right? Were to protect capitalism. So for insurance purposes, because whether it's the woman who fraternizing and they get sued, or whether it's a man who fraternized and gets sued and they get sued, that's why the laws are in place. These rules.
This was crazy.
No,
Because they would teach men, they would just tell men.
No, Bomb Cherry, the laws are in place to protect the company.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Teach.
You are now agreeing with me.
I got a question, Bomb Cherry. How can you teach men not to talk to women, not to fraternize with women?
You teach men from when they're boys, you teach them how to respect. No means no instead of no mean yes. You know, the things that used to be back in the day.
You talking about great, or you talking about fraternization?
You're not
I'm talking about all of that because it's fraternization when it comes to people getting in trouble, right? That's some power plays. The boss having relationships with someone underneath them.
So you're saying that's the only.
That's what fraternization is.
That's the only situation. No, fraternization is romantic between any working relationship.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
That is true.
Yes,
That is
no, it's
true.
not. It's the power
Yes,
struggle.
it
It's
is.
about
They want to look it
somebody
up, sis.
who have. Oh my God!
Look it up first, sis. I promise you.
Listen,
look it up. Look it up.
You know, when I was in the military, I was able to date anybody.
Yo,
in the
don't
military.
go to that. Like,
No, listen, shut up, Simon, you drunk ass. Oh, I can't cuss. Anyway, listen. So I can date anybody in the company. The problem comes when there's a power struggle, when it's a boss and an underling, right? Somebody underneath them. But if you sit on side of me and we're doing the same job, same position, you're not controlling me, we could date all day and everything.
Still fraternization.
That's still fraternization.
Oh my God.
the
That's
fact
still-
of the
Hold
matter
on,
is,
hold
you ain't
Hold
good
on,
enough.
everybody,
You ain't good enough.
everybody pause.
Yo, you wanna talk?
Everybody pause for a second. We just gonna go on and go to Google. We're not even gonna play with it. So we can get the conversation. Fraternization refers to improper, unprofessional, or overly familiar relationships between individuals of different ranks or positions, most notably between
That is.
enlisted personnel in the military or superiors and subordinates in the workplace. These relationships, including dating, romance, close friends, or business partners, are generally prohibited because they undermine the chain of command, threaten good order, create conflicts of interest, and damage unit morale. Right?
So I was right.
Hold on.
Thank you very much.
Hold on, I got you, Uncle Rick. All right. Key aspects of fraternization. Military definition is in the U.S. military. It is specifically defined as a relationship that violates the customary professional or ethical bounds between senior and junior personnel, often regardless of gender. Workplace definition. In civilian workplaces, it refers to romantic, social, or personal relationships between managers in direct reports or other relationships that violate professional boundaries.
Thank you.
No, he just read what I said.
Hold on, but
managers cannot date people underneath.
You're not listening, sis. I said all of that is fraternization.
What it is what I said, not you. I can date somebody who's not my manager at the job.
But Bomb Cherry, let me ask you this. But did it also define what Uncle Ricky said? Yes or no? I want yes or no.
No.
Yes, it did.
No.
Yes, it did.
Bomb Cherry, I'm telling
they said
you.
Junior, senior. They never said equals.
Friend, I read workplace definition.
Yeah.
Read it again. Read it again. Go ahead.
I'm about to go.
No, don't read it again.
No, Simon. No, I'm going to read it again. No.
When they say junior and senior,
no work. No, hold on. This is what Uncle Ricky talking about. Workplace definition. In civilian workplaces, it refers to romantic, social, or personal relationships between managers in direct reports. Right?
That's it.
Or
yes.
No. This is what Uncle Ricky said. Or other relationships that violate professional boundaries. There you go, right there. It's right there.
The professional boundaries is the manager. Oh my God!
You see,
they may have other rules.
It's what a woman does. A woman can turn around.
It's important to know how to read.
I try to tell you, son. That
I
you
mean,
know,
go and sober up.
Say what you want. Look. A woman will turn around and get in your head and try to make you feel like you're double dutching. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to listen to this shit. Like, at the end of the day, we're having a damn
You know,
good conversation.
I've always been in
And like,
position.
a woman
I've
will double
always
dutch
been.
you and like make you think, oh, like I gotta think secondary.
I
to
date-
what the
I dated
hell
men.
we damn well knew in the
All
first
right.
place.
All right, hold on real quick. Let me get to these super chats. Shout out to Marcel. Marcel said, "Is this dude drunk?" Simon, they talking about you. Shout out to Square Biz with the $5. He said, "I lived in the UK for 4.5 years. Simon is not from the UK. He's a pretender." I'm just reading what they said. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not my life. All right, real quick, y'all. Shout out to my boy, my boy Urban T. What's good, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? Salute. Welcome, everybody.
Good evening.
Love, bro. Love and respect.
I mean, my bad.
Good morning
How are you?
to you. Good morning, my brother.
Hold on, I'm messing up my goddamn screens. I'm over here trying to get this thing back. All right, there we go. I got it back right now. All right, you got any perspective on this before we proceed?
Nah, I'm just trying to catch what y'all was talking about. Cause when I left the chat, y'all was talking about something different, and now y'all talking about fraternization.
No.
Well,
it came into play with, and just to bring you up to point, it stemmed from the sister they were speaking more of the power over women, right? Patriarchy. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And Rick said, "What is patriarchy?" Right? And then that's when Bombshell came in to express the example utilizing, and it went to fraternization. So really, we still should be on the prompt in the sense of the video. You know what I'm saying? Which that's what I was gonna bring it back to, but we here now.
Hey, y'all covered the definition of patriarchy? Well, what it means?
No,
in matriarchy?
we have not.
Well, I'll say this through my research with patriarchy, right? A lot of things that they're saying in the video, it is valid, but it's not valid for the modern day time. Now, back in the day, in the original system in this country, yes, patriarchy was very, very toxic because the men back in the day were doing things that was very toxic and very disrespectful towards women and also towards the slaves. Therefore, that's when feminism was created, the first and second wave. Now, however, what is happening right now, ladies and gentlemen, is that in this modern day age, they're pushing the fourth and fifth wave feminism movement, which is matriarchy. Matriarchy is actually the averse of patriarchy, meaning that they want to switch power and control to the woman, period. That's what it's about. So when you hear gentlemen like this on here stating that they wanted to have a matriarchal system, that's what they're talking about. They want to relinquish their power as men and give the power to women. And another reason why they're saying this is because they felt like women been suffering enough through the patriarchal system through men. So it's now time for men to suffer within the matriarchal system.
All right, and hold on. And shout out to Black Hawk in the Cash App with the $5. And he sent the message and said, "For patriarchy is what put black people in slavery."
Yeah, true.
All right, so let's get back to the video real quick. Let me shut this down right here. There we go.
Right now, my girl should be in therapy. We all come from generations and generations, and you can't motherfucker sit here and tell me when I'm going through at 70, I just realized, but listen what I'm saying. We good, bro. It's not gonna get out of control. This is real shit. Bro, this is real shit. I'm telling you, you can't love a queen. Some of these girls out here in Queens because their daddies wasn't there. If your daddy ain't there from 12 to 25, you going down a rabbit hole. Promiscuity, drugs, gotta read more. Gotta stop getting so fucking defensive and read more because I read. I know what the fuck I'm talking about because I'm living it. Until you meet a real motherfucking queen who had to figure out her trauma You can't even learn how to love a black woman.
So here's one thing.
That's what we got to start.
Here's one thing with the because I think I agree that you can't wait until you
got to hold yourself accountable.
So
if you figure it out,
hold on. Because if you
figure it out, bro.
But you got to let other people talk. Hold on.
No, I got you. That's why I can't do this.
I got you.
I'm on.
You can't. You can't.
The arguments are important. This is how black men talk to each other. So I want to make sure. This is what I want to make sure we're framing properly, because at a lot of the time we think, because you're talking about your privilege and your power and how you use it. A lot of time we've been taught our power is how we control a situation, and we try to control that situation by dominating it, by shutting other people down, by overpowering them. And I think that is something that, I mean, monogamy, just to be real, is not the end all be all. That's not the best. It's the only way. It's not the only way to live. And it's not just men or women. It's literally, there are other ways to be. And so some people value monogamy more. That doesn't mean that you have sin and you dead and you evil if you haven't been. But the problem is, most of the time, the way that we're living is by telling somebody that we are monogamous when we're not. Hold on. That's lying.
Hold on.
So that's dishonest.
We can't talk about monogamy. No, we gotta talk. No, we gotta talk about
you. I'm not arguing with you. I'm agreeing with you. Hold on.
Men are not. First of all, this is not our culture. In Africa, it's polygamy.
No.
It's not monogamous biologically, is it?
Some people do believe that monogamy is the most healthy thing.
97% of married men cheat, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
85% of married men cheat. Nobody is being monogamous.
We've also been taught to lie, and we've also been taught to dominate and control. So I think there are other perspectives here that are valuable in holding that stuff accountable, because we were talking about how to hold each other accountable in this,
Can
right?
I add something to that?
In talking about trusting black women and loving black women, how do we hold each other accountable in that? How do we make promises that we can keep? How do we say that, make sure that we're surrounding each other with people who are going to check us when we're wrong, right? And how do we know?
But this is my thing, right? Black women don't hold black women accountable. But then I know. Let me just say, take Uncle Rick, right? I know Uncle Rick ain't just letting no men do no. Now I know he probably don't get in just some of his friends' business, but I'm pretty sure there's a certain boundary or certain threshold. He'd be like, hey, bro, we not going there. Even if that's not my wife, but if me and you connected, you my friend, you my partner, bro, we just certain things we not allowing, or you can't do it in my presence or do it around me, or you can't even let me know about that as a man and as a husband. Am I right or wrong, Uncle Rick?
I keep my circle small because, like I said, because people don't move like I move.
Yep. And
I don't sit on my tongue. If I got a problem with you and I see something, I'm gonna let you know I got a problem with you.
That's it. And when you get to a certain point like that, you protect that. And that's how you protect your household. So me being a man in a relationship, I ain't got my single guys around. Matter of fact, I just give them advice most of the time, check up on them, but we not kicking it. We not chilling. We ain't doing certain things because I don't want to have those conversations. I don't want to be in those presence because it's uncomfortable for me.
So in other words, y'all not holding men accountable, but y'all want women to hold women accountable. You just dip in and dip out like we should, right?
No, we held them accountable. That's why we don't have them in our presence. So if we're telling them, hey, bro, you keep doing that, I'm not messing with you. You lose out on me if I'm valuable to you. So that is accountability. Now, at that point, if you still single, bro, you're not coming around my household in the sense of how you do things, right? Because I am building a legacy and I want my children to see a certain thing. For a long time, my children was like, Dad, where are your friends? I said, what do I need friends for? Right? I am building y'all. And I don't need nothing in disturbance of y'all seeing that. You already seeing my flaws. Why would I bring any other flaws around y'all? So now I've held them accountable for what needs to be seen. Now, am I perfect? No, not by a long shot. But I can work towards perfection. And that's why I respect when he say, I just learned how to love at 60. You feel me? I can respect that. Because what he's saying is, What? Yeah, because he didn't know what love was at first.
But he wait till 60 years later to find it out.
If you don't know you got a big bump on your head and you blind, what can you do about it?
You can learn way before 60.
No, my question is this: if you have a big bump on your forehead and you blind, what can you do about it?
You could go to the doctors and take some medication in hopes to solve it. That's what you could do about it.
You don't know. You don't even know the bump on your forehead.
What you mean you don't know you got a bump on your forehead? What, you can't see? You can't feel?
That's what I said.
Y'all, listen, this is ignorance. Listen, my brother. You saying that holding them accountable is staying away from them. Then many women don't have women friends, or they don't even have friends at all. They got a lot of people. So if you saying holding them accountable is just staying away, then okay, that's some whack.
How do you hold somebody accountable?
You don't, and that's my point. This idea, I can hold my children accountable, people in my, in my family, the people I deal with and love, I can hold them accountable. It wouldn't be by staying away from them, though.
But why do you continue to stay around people, allow people to stay around you? That's not right.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying it's not called.
Yes, you did.
No, what I said is just not called holding them accountable. That's all I said.
Let me finish, please. Right. That's what it is, right? If you just said, if I love you, which if I'm guessing right, you love them and you continue to associate and let them be around you, right? Even though when I come up to you, be like, hey, that's bogus. You like F you, right? I'm gonna do what I want to do, right? Or I tell you as a man, hey, you know what? That's not cool. You shouldn't do that, right? So me being there for the next time you do some goofy shit, that's me holding you accountable, or do I kill your access to me?
You don't help them. Yeah, those are people you love, right? But y'all was talking about women holding women accountable, women out in the world.
But women don't. That's the problem,
right? And men don't neither.
Yes, they do.
Yes, no, they don't. He said they just stay away from them.
No. He said men will lose. Men that's close to him will lose access to him.
How do you hold a woman accountable that don't listen? That's disrespectful. That don't do what you ask. It's a man. How you hold her accountable?
I'm saying this idea of mean any
question, please, ma'am.
I don't hold women accountable. They have to hold themselves accountable. But I can stay away from them. But that's not called holding them accountable.
Because again, help requires somebody respecting the information you've given them. And if I'm giving you information and you don't respect it, the only option I have is not to deal with you.
I agree with that, but I'm saying that's not called holding them accountable, though. Because a lot of women, we got friends who don't listen. They're grown, and we might just say, okay, whatever your consequences is what it is, and that's what it is.
I told you so, right? And you still allow them to do that, and then they come and do it again, and you tell them and then you say, I told you so, right?
Yes.
That's holding somebody accountable.
No, it's not.
Exactly. So what are we talking about?
What? I said, no, it's not. You say exactly, and y'all can.
Hey,
I can't follow your own conversation.
No, you can't.
Do you realize that nature itself holds man accountable?
That nature holds men, or you mean humanity? Or are you talking about just men?
I'm just saying, just us just living every day, just us being a man, we're just held accountable by default.
Okay. Nature, yeah, I believe in balance. I believe in nature most definitely.
But it's not the same for women.
A form that don't work.
What do you mean it's not the same for women?
Women are not
nature hold us accountable.
Hold on, watch this. If a man is a single father, you'll never know he's struggling. He gonna make
we see him struggling all the time.
Hold on. He just gonna get it done and make it happen. If a woman is struggling, guess what? She's gonna have 50,000 people coming to her aid.
You mean like the men? See, y'all listen. I could point to men on this internet where we see how they live.
Hold on. Let's not move.
Let's not move. But I'm talking about men. All my life, I've seen a single man and some women helping him do his daughter's hair. When she get old enough, taking her to the teaching her about our body. The
Okay,
men
all right,
might
all right,
be
so hold on.
helping
What
go to
about
school.
all right, and that might be true. What about when they got sons though?
Yeah, when they got sons too, helping them get back and forth to daycare,
Nah,
school,
nah,
helping them when he working and somebody need to watch the kids. Women have always been there. While I'm watching this, it's you men. So I guess y'all be able to go to work and pick them up on time, bring them to school. You ain't got no problem, no help. But that's wrong. But that's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ran a business at the same time. I literally got rid of my car and would take my baby them to school every day in the tow truck, pick them up in the tow truck, and wait until their mother get home. Make sure they bathe that night.
You had a woman. You just said until their mother got home.
I think it's important to understand.
You're not a single man if you're waiting for the mother get home.
You say what again?
If you said you waited until the mother got home, that means you weren't a single dad.
Wait, what are you talking about? Single? I ain't never said nothing about.
But he did. That was the example that you're speaking on. You can't even follow your own conversation.
I think it's important to listen, and then at that point, if you're quick to listen and slow to speak, you will catch what being said, right? Because
listen, you're the one who are mistaking the conversation.
No, I'm not mistaking anything. I know exactly what's
Trey said that single fathers, that's what he said, single fathers versus single mothers. You threw in yours when you're not a single father, and then you want to say that I'm wrong.
Hold on. First and foremost, I got levels. There's levels to this thing with me. It's levels to this thing. If I said, once again, okay, let's separate.
Just admit you was wrong. That's what's wrong with you men.
Let me clarify.
Let's say you was misspoken.
I am a single parent. Okay, so there is a difference between a single parent and a single father. I believe Trey is a single parent. Now, if the woman wasn't in the life at all, that would make him a single father. But he's a single parent.
Smurf, I think you made that up.
You think I did? Go and look it up, man. Go and look it up.
Hey, can
I come talk to me? I'll stand by. I'll wait.
Can I offer a perspective on this? And I'm gonna offer it on. Yeah, I'm gonna offer it on both perspectives. First of all, I'm gonna deal with Bomb Cherry, what she said, right? So let's say this, gentlemen. Y'all don't know me, correct? Let's say in a situation where I just come out of the blue and try to hold you accountable for a certain type of situation that you're doing. More than likely, what would be your response?
You don't know me.
Exactly. I don't know you at all to even hold you accountable. So that's the point that Bomb Cherry is making, is that when it comes to the accountability part, men necessarily don't do that because they know the end result is that when you deal with a man who don't know you, then in reality, they're not going to accept it. Now, on the flip side, right, Bomb Cherry, what they saying is this. They say that women don't even attempt to hold other women accountable. Just like I gave you an example earlier where I said that I walk up to them and I just hold them accountable, and the end result is that they don't accept that, right? But women don't even remotely attempt to do that. The reason why women don't attempt to do that is simply because women are in competition with each other. That's why they don't do it. And also it's based on their emotions. So however way they're emotionally feeling, they're more likely they're not going to attempt to do it because they don't want to get their feelings hurt.
I would say we don't attempt to do it because we're smart enough to know that a woman who do not know us walking up to her and telling her slip is showing might end up in some fight of some sort. So, but y'all know that too. That's why y'all don't do it neither. You can't walk up to man.
But that's the difference, is that even though they don't know me, I still attempted to do it. Now, regardless of the end result, it's the whole point that I attempted to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's the point that I'm trying to get you to understand. However, when it comes to women, when it comes to women don't do it because of their emotions. They're afraid of the end result instead of attempting to do it. If that makes any sense.
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So which one is smarter? The one who not attempting because we know it ain't gonna work, are the ones who are claiming to attempt and it still doesn't work. Go ahead.
I didn't understand that. You got to repeat that.
And so when you say that you are attempt to go to a man and it doesn't work, right? Because you don't know you. And a woman not attempting at all because she already know that's not gonna fly. And the reason she know it's not gonna fly because a strange woman can't walk up to me. And if I know a strange woman can't walk up to me telling me what to do, then I already know I can't walk up to strange women. So it's like we smarter. We just not doing something that's just not, we don't need to do.
Once again, that's based on your emotion. You're assuming that that's going to be the end result instead of attempting to find out if it's going to be that fact or not. And that's the point that we're trying to convey to you, is that men would do it even if we don't know each other. We will attempt to at least to try to hold each other accountable. Let me give you another example. Like what the YNs that are out there right now. Some of us older men, right? What do? If we see young YNs dressing inappropriately, they got their pants sagging and stuff, right? More likely, we're going to at least attempt to try to mentor them and guide them, even though we don't know them. Correct? But however, on the flip side, when it's younger women who are dressing inappropriate, do older women attempt to address them about how the way they're dressed? No, they're not.
Most
matter of fact, they're going to accept it due to their emotions.
No, older women will walk up to a young lady and say, your slip is showing. Young lady, I can see your underwear. Young lady, that's inappropriate. Yes, that has been happening since I was a young girl. All young women don't happen, but the older women do.
Bomb Cherry, they don't happen in 2026.
It does. It depends on the situation. I had a situation where, well, I'm not gonna go to, it's a group of men, y'all wouldn't understand anyway, but we women, listen, we got a different scenarios in life and things that happen that you men don't have to deal with, right? But we will walk up to a young lady if something is inappropriate and let her know. But we're not gonna tell her how to dress if that's what you're asking.
Question. Let's drill this down. Would you or have you ever seen a woman jump into a fight where a woman is hitting a man?
Wait, ask that again.
Have you or any of you guys ever seen a woman jump in when you seen a woman hitting a man?
No, I jumped in when the man was beating a woman.
No.
And I went to go fight him. So you saying go fight her? No, they fighting.
Thank you. Stop. How about you, Papa Smith?
I mean, stop her. If you mean jump in, or you talking about stop it?
Second. Hey, Mom, what's good, bro? How you doing, man?
Oh, I stop a fight, no matter who fighting. Men.
Have you ever seen? Now you will stop a fight, no matter who it is.
No, listen. You say jump in. I assume you meant jump in the fight.
Mine. Have you ever seen out in public when a woman is hitting her boyfriend or her man, a woman jump in and stop it?
No.
Nope.
Urban, how about yourself?
Yeah, we see it all the time.
How many times have you seen a man jump in and stop a man from hitting a woman?
Oh, I've seen whole crowds.
Yeah, very often.
Jump in.
Okay, I'm not. So you saying the man needs? Okay, wow. So I have and seen many people stop fighting when fighting is going on, no matter who is fighting.
No.
Right? I hear people say things like, hey, y'all need to stop doing that. Hey, the police is on their way. Hey, don't do that. Like, so I don't know what you expect from women. Are you saying like my 4'11", while these two fighting, I'm supposed to get in there and start stopping them while they swinging? We know.
What does it matter if you're all powerful and you're a woman? You should be treated equally as a man. What difference does it make?
I should be treated equally as a man. What are you talking about now? Am I equal to you? Is that what you're saying? Like, what are you talking about? I'm using the general aspect of matriarchy and feminism, right? Feminism is that we're equal. No, feminism never state that we're equal. Y'all like to take something and switch it up. They're talking about like
the third or fourth way do say
in the workplace. I could swear I know they say in the workplace. If I make the same, if I do the same job you're doing, we doing the same hours at the same pace and everything, then I should get the same pay. But now y'all have made it into the street, and that's what black men tend to do, huh? Because you're violent and you're always thinking about violence.
Amazing.
Look at you now, baby. Look at you. You want me to fight you?
This is
I
amazing.
got something equal to you, though, but it ain't gonna be in my fist.
Miss Bombshell.
It's gonna be in my pocket.
You're reaching.
No, that's what the man talking about, fighting.
This is amazing.
He still asked a simple question that could have just been answered, and we can proceed.
Okay, we can proceed, baby. But even on that panel, you don't see the conflict on that panel of age differences and things.
Shout out to your
Hey,
husband.
Trey.
Shout out to my husband.
Shout out
That's right. I put him to sleep about 3-4 hours ago, baby. Now I'm in the kitchen about to make some fresh homemade biscuits and bread. Shout out to my husband. Where your wife at, baby?
That's none of your
You
business.
put her to sleep?
That's none of your business.
Okay, well, you shouldn't have mentioned my husband. See, I took that as an attack.
So,
But I can see that you wet.
me saying shout out
You
to your
better step back before I give you that flat.
shout out to your husband.
Oh, now look at him acting like a pussy. Shout out to your husband is in a trap.
Shout out to your husband is an attack.
Yes. We know what you meant. Now look at him. This is what women do. What he is doing is what black women do. But go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
So
You got it.
can I show something?
I'm
real
more of a
quick?
man than you. My
I wanna
dick
play
bigger than
something if you
yours.
don't mind.
You got it.
I want to play something, and I want to say this before I go on to play. And give me just a couple of minutes. So earlier, I do a mentor with a non-for-profit called You Can, and in this class I teach automotive technology, and I want to show what my intro was today. And this is a group of more than 10 young black men. Why was we enslaved, right? And who was it that enslaved us? And what was the purpose of it? So once you know who you were before you were enslaved, now you know who you're going to be in the future. So the reason why I do automotive is because my daddy did automotive. His daddy did automotive, right? But if I didn't know that, guess what would happen? I would have been searching for things out there and wondering why I keep failing in these things, but I'm good at this. I can change the time with no problem. I can put the engine with no problem. But I'm out here trying to become a security guard. I'm bored. I need something to touch. I need something to figure with. I need something to build on. You understand what I'm saying? What month is this? Y'all know what month this is? February. But of course, you guys are right. Also Black History Month. Did y'all know that Black History Month started out a week? Interesting. So how do you know where you're going if you don't have an identity that know where you came from? You see what I'm saying? You get where I'm coming from now? Gotta know your. So with that being said, I just want to play a snippet. I'm holding these young men accountable for where they're going already, right? So we do it. The fact of the matter is we're not doing it where the way y'all want to see us do it. We do it. Sometimes we don't want to put it on display. We just want to see the results of it when we see those trees growing. I am a result of a man that came and recruited me at 13. He was a Black history teacher, and now I teach Black history to young men, utilizing my skill in automotives, right? And I'm holding them accountable for what they're doing next because they're 19 and 20 years old and they're trying to start families already, right? So who holding these young men accountable? Us Black men, but sometimes we don't want to put it on display for the world because we want God to see our works. We want God to be able to give us what we desire when it comes to them. We here.
Okay, that's good. I like that. I like that.
No, we finna get back to the video.
Oh, damn. Okay, because I started a nonprofit.
Trey, real
And
quick,
I
just a
get
quick
the memo.
sidebar. Smurf, I had looked it up and I didn't find anything different. Oh, you on mute, Smurf?
It's I put in, is there a difference between single parent and
How is
single
it that I
father?
couldn't talk? We were going to the video.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. He said we're going to the video.
Voluntary. Hold on. Just
Thanks
go
for
ahead,
looking
Mark.
it up, Mike. I was sure gonna get you because I pulled it up too.
No,
but
no, go ahead.
I
No,
got
but
something
don't worry
different. I
about her.
appreciate you, brother. I looked
don't
it up
worry
too.
about-
So yeah,
So I
No, don't
started a nonprofit, and I don't just do boys or girls. I do
No.
both, and I catch them younger, right? When they turn 12.
Voluntary, we was just talking. What's going on?
Voluntary. Watch this. Hold on. Let me address.
I might be
Voluntary.
lagging.
No, this is the thing, right? This is not a pissing contest. Again, the thing is that men are doing this on a wide scale, and it's not always televised or shown. But men are volunteering their time a lot,
and women too.
And no, they're. I'm not.
That's who you are. You wouldn't even let me give an example.
I'm not going to sit there now, so let me not say that. But the thing is, it's not on a large scale like men do it. It's just
most definitely larger than y'all, on a larger scale than y'all. Yeah,
you're right. She right. Let's go to the video.
Listen,
we start the nonprofit that you're volunteering.
Watch this. I was in the school district for 11 years. I've never been. Let me see. You know what? Nah, let me take that back. Just put it like this. Every school I went to, there was a program of men mentoring boys. There was not always a program where the volunteer parents came in and mentored the young girls, but there was always where men came in and mentored the young boys in every school that I've ever taught in. And I'm gonna leave that right there.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. You're mentoring the boys and somebody's mentoring the girls, but the women are the ones who created the Child Inc., the Boys and Girls Club, and all that shit was in
every school I went to. They had boys being mentored. It wasn't always. They didn't always have a girls program. You're missing my point. But go ahead, Urban T.
No, I was going to follow up on that. Me and Trey, we served helping young boys too. At one point in time, we was doing the mentorship as well too.
100%.
Yes, and so this is crazy. So y'all needed to, right? But y'all not even talking about the girls. We have just as many girls in the world as boys, so they are being mentored by someone, and it's not men.
When I made my statement, tell me what I was trying to convey to you.
No, you are saying that men mentoring boys as they should be, right? Y'all doing sports with the boys. I'm not saying that's a negative. That's what you're doing. You're saying that the small group of for your 11 years.
You still didn't get what I said. Nope, you didn't get it.
I didn't get it. Okay, go ahead.
So let me explain it one more time.
Watch this, y'all. It's gonna be the same thing.
It's going to be the same thing, and it's sad that I have to repeat myself, and you still don't understand it.
Okay, no. What I'm saying is that I'm repeating it the way we women understand it. You want to repeat it, and it's gonna mean the same thing to me because I heard you.
Okay.
I heard you.
Every school I taught in, there was always a program for men mentoring little young boys, but there was not always women volunteering, coming in helping the young girls. That's the difference. There was always men willing to come in and sacrifice their time in the community for the boys, but the women, I cannot say the same.
I understand, and I heard that. So what did I say that was different? You went and you mentored the boys that is needed, right? Because y'all the ones who you got to catch it early before you start the criminality, things like that. Little girls are being mentored as well, and it don't have to be necessarily in the schools you were in, right? She could go home and there could be a group of women sewing, crocheting, teaching her how to cook and bake and things like that. Y'all don't see that, and it don't have to happen in the school. In your school.
You're moving the goalposts from what I said.
What do you mean? I'm just saying.
I'm done.
Saying thank you for y'all help. In schools that I've seen, we had to find big men.
Voluntary.
Well, y'all need more mentoring. Okay, and learn to read.
No, it's not that we need more mentoring. Y'all don't have nobody, and y'all need it. That's the point.
We know how to
right and
read.
what's wrong in that, right?
I think it's
Even what I read, a lot of the time, what we read is wrong.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, the
Yes,
books that
'cause
they
you don't
give
know
us
how to
to educate
comprehend what
ourselves
you
are
read.
wrong.
Yeah,
So I
Who don't know how to comprehend what they're reading, Cherry?
I mean, even on this panel, y'all have shown that y'all didn't know how to comprehend what you was reading.
No, you the one that
With the
don't know how to comprehend.
translation.
And
Well,
let me tell you
listen.
something. And if you go back, hold on, because you know you got to go back on your channel and lie. If you go back on your channel and lie, I will rip you apart. I'm telling you right
Okay,
now.
well, you can
Because
try
I
to
done
rip
seen
me
you.
apart. I don't have to lie.
No, you lied on me.
I never lied on you.
Bomb Cherry, I went and seen your review where you lied on me in my panel.
What
Yes,
did I
you
say
have.
on you?
Hold on.
What did I say about you?
Listen. Matter of fact, I need to get your email so I can get your information. So when you do a review, bring me over there so I can sit up there and review.
Just tell me what I lied about you, except that you allow people.
There
up.
was
You got a
one
good channel.
there was one you were doing where Rose was on there, and you were saying that we were jumping on her, and we were not jumping on her. We were having a discussion. Hold on. Let me land. We were having a discussion. That's not jumping on somebody when you're having a discussion. If somebody has an opposing viewpoint from the rest of the panel, of course it's going to seem like it, but that's not what's going on. You have a different stance, and everybody else has this stance. So you're the eyeball when it comes to numbers, and it's just the way that it lands. But nobody's jumping on you, and I'm talking about that specific time. Go ahead.
Okay, so when you said we, because just now you said I lied on you. Now I never said a negative.
My platform. That's why I said me.
Your platform. Well, yeah, I'm gonna speak about whoever I want to on a platform, whether it's yours, whether I'm up here or not. Like you doing reviewing them, I can review you. So I never said not one bad thing about you. I like it.
But this is my thing, right? Me and you have built a rapport and relationship, correct?
A relationship?
I'm talking about where we communicate with each other.
Yeah, it's a relationship.
No. I get on panels and we chat it up. I don't consider it a relationship, but okay.
He said
everybody and everything has a relationship.
Everybody and everything don't have a relationship, but good thing.
What is my relationship to socks? Right? I have a relationship to socks. I put them on, right?
I believe you got
what is your relationship? What is your relationship to cars? You probably have one. What is your relationship to oxygen? We all have a relationship to something. It's just a relationship is just describing how you interact with something else. It doesn't mean that whatever you're about to say that it means. It's just it describes how you interact with something.
And it's context to everything. Everything has its own context, and that's the problem. You taking a word and trying to put it in the same context, and that's a different context. There's levels to it. That's why the brother says level to this.
Yes, but there's levels to it, and if I feel like just saying hi to people walking in the street isn't considered a relationship, then that's the level that I put it at. So I can have my relationship, what I consider a relationship. But if this nigga gonna say we got a relationship because he exists in the world, then yes, we all got relationships.
Safe to say that we have a rapport.
Yes, we have a rapport.
Did I not say that?
Did you not say what?
Did I not
it's
say
freezing up on me, babe.
Before I said we have a relationship, I said we have built a rapport and a relationship. That's what I said.
Yes.
You've been on this platform, I would say at least about 4 times, and we've had conversations. So that means we are cool in a sense. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, we were cool in a sense, yes.
So that's why I said we have a relationship, Bomb Cherry. It's no more than that.
To me, okay, that's your definition, and I accept it. It's not my definition of relationship. Cool. But what I'm saying is this, right? I didn't say nothing negative about you because I do like you, right? And
I didn't say you said anything negative about me. I did not say that.
You said that I lied on you.
So what I'm saying is you was lying about the things that was going on my platform. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So
I showed it.
I stand corrected when I say you lied on me. Let me I apologize. That's not a factual statement. All right.
Okay. Thank you. Because I was like,
it was the thing you were saying about the conversation that we're having. And so I don't like what you were saying about the platform at the time that I was on as well. Let me just say that, okay?
Okay,
And
that's
I don't-
fair.
It was not factual what you were saying on your platform when I was listening to your review, because I was in the comments and I wanted you to bring me up because I was going to address it right then and there.
What you mean? My link is always pinned. You don't pin yours, but mine is always
It was
pinned.
a
Everybody.
Zoom. It was a
Yeah.
Zoom link. It was a Zoom link. Yeah,
That's what I use. Zoom. I don't use StreamYard.
Okay, got you.
Okay. So, but I've always said that your channel was cool. I tried to get people to come over.
Yeah, for sure. No, I agree. I agree.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not looking at it
because some
negative.
people I don't mess with on, and hey, but I shared everything. They showed it. If you disagree with what you saw, if your eyes was lying to you, right? Are you saying that I was lying, or what you saw was a lie?
You were.
Okay.
But listen, let's digress. Let's get back to the video. All right.
Okay. Cool.
I do want to hear more perspectives on literally how to hold ourselves accountable in that. How do we're talking about trusting Black women. How do we trust Black women, right? You know what I'm saying? And what does that trust accountable to? What books, because a lot of the books that we're given in school are lies that tell us the opposite of how to trust Black women. That tell us the opposite of how to hold each other accountable and make sure that we understand what is right and wrong and what each other's perspectives are. So I love the energy of, I'm not afraid of the argument. I'm not afraid of the fight. But it does have to be. But I do want to make sure that we take it to a place where we come out here more powerful than we did when we came.
I think we got to listen to Luke. Listen, I think we got to listen to Luke. He's talking about therapy. This is what he's saying. We gonna get your t-shirt. In order for us to trust Black women, we got to fix ourselves. They got to go fix themselves, and it starts with Black people don't like to go to counseling. Okay, they need to go to fucking therapy. That's it.
Jay brought that up, and I agree that we must talk, but I do also understand.
What's y'all stance on therapy?
I think so. I did years of therapy coming out of the military, and I think that was one of the most exceptional things that I did. And before I even went through my divorcement, we did couples therapy through the military and outside of it. And when I say, for me, it uncovered so many issues. Like, that's why I love what the brother said, and I can respect, because it taught me the anger that I had, not only for my dad, but also for my mother. And it taught me how to be able to address those and look at, if I did want to be in a future marriage, what I needed to change within myself. And from that point forward, it held me accountable for all of my actions. And even in the sense of my reaction to something that transpired from the significant other, right? So I think that's one of the greatest things that anyone can do, because it can tap into, they ask questions that really make you think. And if you're a listener and one that truly want to learn, it's going to teach you a lot about yourself, a lot about the things that you don't even think about.
Anybody else?
I think therapy is beneficial, but it should be temporary. The only exception to that rule, if you have some type of psychological issue or mental issues that's going on with you, then that's different.
I'm assuming that you're asking me about like therapy from a clinician.
Yeah. Well, because he was just saying, Clifton Powell was just saying that for the Black man to trust the Black woman and the Black woman to trust the Black man, we need to go to counseling, we need to go to therapy. So I just wanted to see how do y'all feel about what he said?
Yeah. First, I think therapy can be so many different things. But in the context that I know that we're talking about, like with a clinician, I think that most people would benefit from therapy. I think almost all people would benefit from therapy, but to different degrees. Like for me personally, I would have marginal benefits from therapy because I'm already so introspective. I already process thoughts all day, but a lot of people have issues processing thoughts. A lot of people have issues kind of speaking to themselves and actually digging deep and coming out with solutions and things like that. So therapy actually gives a lot of people the tools to help themselves do that. That's one of the biggest things that therapy is going to do, is give you tools. Even couples therapy is going to give you all tools to communicate to each other. And it's going to kind of give you a roadmap of how you can kind of better do that. So I do think that therapy, in general, I think most people will benefit from therapy, and most people will benefit from just talking with somebody who's level-headed. So yeah.
Anybody else?
Do you think non-clinical therapy would be beneficial too?
I'm sorry?
Do you believe that non-clinical therapy would be beneficial? Because I know you said
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think the best therapy is non-clinical therapy. And when I say that, I'm talking about, like, I can have, like, if I had a choice to get therapy, somebody like Uncle Rick. Because Uncle Rick gonna tell me the goddamn truth. He's not gonna be political. He's not gonna let me monologue. He's not gonna let me make excuses and all this old, you know what I mean? Like, because I think that a lot of times when you go to therapy, you need to go to therapy with somebody that really know you. Because I can go to a clinical therapist and get through that and lie to he or she all day long.
Have you had therapy before? Clinical therapy before, Trey?
Yeah, and it did, and it was a bunch of bull crap.
Okay. How about you, Mont?
Hold on. Let me add on top of that.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, have I had a clinical therapist that was great? Yes, I have. Now, I'm not saying all of them was bad. I only found one that I actually liked. I've been to 3 personally, but I've only liked one, right? But I went in 2 different relationships, like 2 different relationships that I've had. And every time I did a couple therapy with a woman that I was dealing with, when they held the woman accountable, that was the end of therapy. I swear to God. No cap. I mean, as long as we was just going through the ropes and going, you know, whatever they little program is they had, and we just sitting there listening, everything is fine. But as soon as, now if they held me accountable, thing apply to me, cool. But I'm talking about, and these 2 different women from 2 different neighborhoods, 2 different ages that I went to therapy with, and as soon as they held the woman to the cross, try to present any type of accountability, we never went back to therapy after that.
Mm-hmm. So clinical therapy, it has its limitations on it. You know what I'm saying? They got to follow by, you know, wherever on textbook that they have to go by. But however, non-clinical, they're not going by no textbook. They're going by, you know, anecdotal experiences, you know, hence what Trey was saying about, you know, Uncle Rick. Even I have family members that'll give me really good advice that'll help me cope, you know what I'm saying, way better than the actual clinical therapist.
Mm-hmm. I think the important distinction is that all clinical therapists are not made the same, just like any other profession. I think a lot of people who are clinical therapists are not necessarily supposed to be in that field. I think people are born to do certain things. You know, I think, you know, people who have certain type of brains are born to be scientists or born to be, you know, make rockets and things like that. And other people are born to do therapy. And a lot of people who actually do it are just doing it because it was easy to go to college for psychology or something like that, right? But one of the important things that I think clinical therapy does is they do have their methods that they come up with, which I think are really good. If you take that and you give it to somebody, like for example, right? I went to couples therapy with my girl, and the best conversation that we had, the best thing that happened to us was having a conversation with my homie, right? And my homie actually went to therapy before for a long time. So my homie was actually able to take his skills and the things that he learned in therapy, but he did something different with it than what the therapist that I went to did. And that was one of the, you know, because my girl, she was thinking that like, all right, when we go to the therapist, like she think that I need to talk to people who I trust and people who, you know, other men who I essentially look up to. And I think like, oh, this guy has status, or this guy's intelligent, he has wisdom, right? So she like, how about you call one of your homies who you actually got respect for, and let's have a conversation with him, because she thought that, you know, it would be different. So we talked to him, and he actually was able to make a lot of sense to her, as opposed to the therapist. I guess she thought I was just kind of like disregarding the therapist. And that was one of the best conversations that, like, you know, that did wonders for our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Big ups.
Just the way I look at it, use whatever tools you have to do to get where you got to get. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
But in my life, right, the things y'all talk about, that's a best friend, right? That's a person who actually can take what's going on in context and actually talk about that. But when you got a therapist, that just means, again, you don't trust the people around you. You don't trust you don't trust their input. Like I told you, a lot of people that go to therapy don't think nothing wrong with them. Right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people that go, they believe they're right. They believe they're going to somebody to either get confirmation, right? That's why when the accountability hit Trey, they run up out the door. Right? Yeah. Now, like I said, and I totally agree with mine. Some people not meant to do it. Some people, hey, it's some people that's, you know what I'm saying, customer service and, you know, cuss you out, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's a job to them. But like I said, the people around you know they're supposed to have your best interests at heart, just like you're supposed to have theirs. That's why y'all around each other.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right? Pay your friend $50 an hour. Right? You'll sit on your friend's phone for 3 hours and talk and not get them a goddamn dime. You don't believe yourself, right? You continue to lie to yourself, right? It's like Mont said, people who actually sit down and look, right, and meditate and go introspective, I don't think those type of people need therapy. I don't lie to myself. I know my weaknesses and I know my strengths, right? It's like Trey. Trey's a world-class trainer, right? Some people need Trey, but some people go in the gym, they can research, right, and knock it out, right?
Yep.
So do what you got to do to get where you got to get. But me personally, if you're being honest with yourself, you just need to be honest with yourself.
Man, that's hard. That's a talent.
Mm-hmm.
That's a skill. Like most people that you like, even most people on these panels that we run into, I would venture to say that at least 80% of slightly more people don't have the ability to be completely objective with themselves. It's just hard, you know. It's hard to be objective with your kids. It's hard to be, you know, for most people. So I think if you have developed that, that's a skill, and it's not that you run into people every day who will be able to like hold themselves accountable. So.
Yeah, and the reason why it's difficult because of social acceptance. Social acceptance is a hell of a drug, especially on social media.
But the one rule every man knows is that once you're able to be by yourself, you a motherfucker.
No, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's fact.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Again, why do you have these people around you who don't have your best interests at heart? Right? Again, I don't get what people call holding somebody accountable. For me to hold you accountable, it's got to be something that I possess a value to you so huge that you're afraid to lose me. Right? That's the only way you can hold somebody accountable. Otherwise, this day-to-day stuff where relationships fly in and out and everything's willy-nilly, you can't hold nobody accountable. Nope. I can point it out. That's what y'all should be saying. That's the words y'all want to say, right? You should point that out. You should say something. That's not holding nobody accountable. That's just pointing the shit out, right? So you don't feel guilty when some shit happened. Well, I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. Told you so. Remember when I told you so? Right? So again, man, like I said, maybe I wasn't meant to get it. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe I was not put on this planet to get it. Right? But I don't understand how people continue to hang around people who don't give a fuck about them, who don't care what you think, who don't care what you say, who don't care what your opinion is. I don't give a fuck what my husband thinks. I don't give a fuck what my wife thinks. Why are you there?
Yeah, that's crazy work, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. And once again, that deals with the social acceptance component that I'm telling y'all about. That social acceptance is a hell of a drug, even in relationships.
Yep. I agree. I agree. And once again, y'all brought wonderful perspectives. Wonderful perspectives. And I hope the young brothers hear this. And sisters. And sisters as well, because our community need it. I think I am noticing the conversation starting to calm down and people are looking at it. And I can't say what they're gonna do, but I'm watching the temperament. And like I say, mentoring these young people, 19 and 20, and we having these conversations, and I'm hearing them want to avoid the mistakes we make, but they're looking for us and they need us. You know, they need us to guide them. They need us to be in their presence. We need the old man. Chance the Rapper got a song called Ain't No Old Men No More, because everybody want to be young, right? You got the ONs, they call themselves. No, we OGs, and we OGs for a reason. We come with wisdom. You know what I'm saying? We experience things and we can help them mentor through things and at least give them an option. At least they got another option, another, you know what I'm saying? Something else in the chamber. So.
Yeah, but that's the only part though. What a lot of us is not on that OG status where we could give concrete wisdom to the younger generation because we're so busy trying to figure out ourselves still.
It's just not that though. Look, come on now. I'll give y'all 30% of that. I'll give y'all 30%. The truth is, people don't listen.
Now, I 150% agree with that.
Real fact. All of us as grown men here, all of y'all had somebody, whether it was in passing or somebody who knew you, that told you what it was. You just didn't want to listen. You thought you knew better.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different. It's no different. That's what I don't get the separation of state of mind state, because you 50 or you 40. When you was 18, you thought you ran the world. Somebody told you, you just didn't listen. Now you got up and you got older, and then the shit hit your face. You like, right? You see it, you be like, oh man, for real though. I thought that nigga was lying. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was blowing smoke.
Yep.
Right. That's how it happens. Like I said, you gotta have your ears open and respect the people who's taking the time to talk to you. That person is taking the time to talk to you, right? But then again, like I said, we gotta be careful who we listen to, right? Because a lot of people both smoke, right? A lot of people don't stand on what they say, right? A lot of people live in hyperbole, right?
So Rick, that was the point I was going to make too. Now, when I was younger, the reason why I didn't listen is because I didn't accept it at all, period, because of how the way I was living. I felt that the things that the older people was giving me didn't have a lot of value due to what I was going through at that moment. And the reality is that a lot of younger people right now have that same mentality right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's no different, right? Youth is wasted on the young. Y'all know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Scripture.
It's just the way
scripture.
it works. It's just the way that I don't get or understand what y'all think, because these kids have so much access to information. You see what they use to access the information.
And they don't even use it.
You see what I'm saying?
It's overwhelming to them. They don't even use it.
So I just don't get it.
Do y'all use it?
We keep having these conversations, right, on natures, and then we play like it doesn't apply to everybody.
See,
well, I mean, I've heard y'all be contradicting. Oh, go ahead. Because I'm hearing contradictions.
What contradiction did you hear, Bomb Chair?
Well, when I heard somebody say, hey, like, you know, you should be taking information from people who come up and just want to give you some. But then they also said, well, you can't take information from everybody. So I agree with the latter part. You can't take information from just anybody who just want to come talk to you. And so that's where discernment come, or where you got to go learn. So I agree with that. I also agree with the young man who said that, hey, when we were younger, we too was doing the same thing these younger people are doing, right? I think for the most part, that's all of us. And why was we not listening? Because we were young and we wanted to go and figure it out ourselves, or we thought we was right. When we got a little mature, we understood we was wrong and that they were right. But that's called learning, right? They have to learn. So we can't be complaining that those who don't want to mature, instead of complaining about that, let them be over there. Like the young man who said, hey, stay away from them. They don't want to learn. They're not a part of our tribe. And that's how it got to be, because there's always been hard-headed people. There's always been people who never learn anything. And we're not going to be able to change that. So I kind of agree with everybody had a valid point. Okay, everybody had a valid point.
I heard you said the word contradict. I think you contradicted yourself.
What you mean?
So when I stated earlier, if I have a friend that cares and knows his use of me and my use of him, and I say I'm in a relationship, and this is what, once again, I can't control what you do, but I don't want this coming around my household, and I'm holding them accountable for how he moving specifically around my family, right? And if I tell him after this point, you can't respect that, bro, I don't want to be around you. You said, why you get away from him?
No, I didn't say that. I agreed with you. I just said that's not called holding them accountable. And I wasn't even talking about your friends. Remember, originally it was like women aren't holding women accountable. And then I said, well, we can hold our friends and family accountable, but not strangers. And then you gave your example. I wasn't disagreeing with what keeping them away. That you should do whatever you want to do with your family. But what I was saying is that that's not necessarily holding people accountable by staying away from them. That might be that's best for your family, but they still out there doing what they do. But okay, I agree with you. I was just talking about, man, y'all don't know how to have a conversation. Y'all lose yourselves within the conversation because I just disagreed with what you called it, not what you were doing. Okay, you can. Right, so I think that's great.
So shout out to Mr. Blue for the membership. Listen, y'all know my memberships are live. Make sure you support the channel with the memberships. And I think Uncle Rick got a $5 super chat on his side. And it says, you should listen. Why bump your head when you don't have to? JT, what's good, brother?
What's popping, bro? What's popping with you, man? Your channel, man. First time coming up, bro. Great conversation. What up, Uncle Rick? Rick, what's going on, boy? What's popping with you, man?
What's good with you, bro? What's new with you, man?
You know, still out here doing it.
It's good to see you, bro.
Yeah, good to see you also, brother. So, yeah, the question was about the counseling, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it's based off of who the person is, really. It's really based off of how locked in you is with your counselor. When that therapist and you talk, I've been in counseling, many types of counseling. And I'm telling you right now, there's some awful therapists. They don't know, I don't know who said it, but they were right on point when they said it. Some people ain't meant to do it. They're just getting a paycheck. And that's a bad hustle to be in right there because you ain't making no money when you're not good. But you also have counselors that actually know how to get you to lock in. I know when I was in those sessions, man, I was doing all the talking, working it out, and they were working it out with me. They challenged me. It was some ugly times. It was like some days I didn't even want to even talk, but I had to go there, right? I had to go there. I had to talk to him. And it was things that I didn't want to bring up, but you know, he said, look, we said we was going to talk about it right here, and we got to talk. And I didn't want to talk about it, but he knew how to get me to lock in. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was therapy for me for what I needed at that time. What he was trying to do was not make me be perpetual in going to therapy. So when I hear people talk now, they be like, well, I went to therapy and I'm healed now. No, that's not how this shit works.
Facts.
Everybody think that because they went to counseling, they had a couple of sessions. Nah, you're not healed. That's crazy. As a matter of fact, there are certain things that we need to be broken about. Our habits need to be broken to be able to move. That's why when we see cats that's in their 50s and 60s and they still moving, they're like they in their 30s and their 20s, because they haven't been broken yet. Those habits haven't been broken. And one of the reasons is because they scared. It's just like if you ever been addicted to anything, cigarettes or drugs or anything, what keeps people addicted to them is because they're scared that what's going to happen when I do stop doing this. Especially talk to people that smoke cigarettes. They'll tell you, hey, like shit, I was smoking for 30 years. And the only thing it was the fear of letting those doggone cigarettes go. What I'm going to do when I ain't doing this? They got to have their coffee and their cigarettes. They got to have, certain things that they do. It's a habit. We are creatures of habit.
Yeah, routine. Mm-hmm.
So we have to, the things that we go through in life have to be broken. We have to have something to break us. So we heal again.
Keep going. Y'all hold it down real quick. I'll be right back.
For sure. We have to have those things to break us. And a lot of people think, man, y'all was just hitting on a lot of points, man. A lot of people think ain't nothing wrong with them. So they go to counseling and they go with the wrong intentions. The work is going to be you. When you find out how much, because it all depends on how much baggage you're going to let loose. And when you start unpacking that bag, shit, even the counselor's going to be like, woo, I didn't think it was going to be this bad, because now you on a journey. But it goes to, I think Trey was the one that was saying it. Man, I've been a counselor with women, and as soon as it comes down to them being on, have to have that accountability, session over with. And she ain't coming back either. It's a wrap, because she thought she was going there to the session to heal you.
Yep.
To heal you, to fix you.
Hey, Jimmy. Hey, let me ask y'all this question. Do y'all believe that therapy should be gender specific, meaning that you're a man, you should see a man therapist, and a woman should see a woman therapist?
Yes.
The only reason why I'm asking this is because through my personal experience, my worst experience with therapists was with women, and my best experience was with men. What would y'all say?
Yes. That's like a gynecologist. A man should go to a man doctor. A woman should go to a woman doctor, because they have a different understanding. They have different understandings.
I understand what Rick is saying, and I think that in a perfect world, yeah, but I think I'm a venture to say I think most people should go to male therapists in general. I guess I'm trying to weigh how good do I think, like the ability for female therapists to be compromised. I think that typically women are easily, I'm not gonna say manipulate. I don't know if that's what I want to say, but I think that they're easy to sell things to. So I think it's easy for a female therapist to impart her worldview instead of doing her job. And I could be completely wrong,
I call it transparent. I always say transparent. You know what I'm saying? In that sense, they real transparent. One feel this way, the other one, oh, you're right, and never even went through it. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the word I use.
Like the male therapist that me and hubby went to, right? Who took his feelings of whatever was going on with him and his wife in the past and tried to push that on my husband. Is that what you mean? Because men, like this idea that men are stoic all the time and they're not emotional, so they won't transfer that. It's crazy work. But yes, and the idea that, wow, there's all kinds of therapy, by the way. There's talk therapy. There's where you can go in and hook yourself up to some electrons and electrodes and things like that. There's actual therapy where you could go out and be with animals and in nature. So yes, there's all kinds of therapy. And then there's the ones at the church, for those of you who are religious, and you go and let your minister know all your family business just so he could tell it. And then they got what some of y'all say, talk to your friends, and then your friends know all you.
John, that's not therapy. If the pastor did that, that's not therapy.
That's counseling.
Well, they got therapy in churches too, and then they got counseling as well. But somebody
my issue, remember? My issue is that you just went to the negative when it came to the church, and every church is not like that. So some people believe, some people don't, but all churches are not negative. So the fact that you just made a negative connotation.
Well, no, all churches are negative to you, but maybe all churches are negative to me, though. Maybe
you have to be responsible, though. That's exactly what you did, though.
I gotta be responsible. I thought everybody was up here giving their example of what they believe. I've heard that.
But I'm not gonna let you just sit up here and just make the church look bad. I'm not gonna allow that. I'm sorry.
I mean, I ain't gotta make the church look bad. They make themselves look bad.
You just attempted it.
No, they make themselves look bad.
Okay. And that's fine. But what my point is, there's some good ones, there's some bad ones. It's good and bad. And
no, I agree with that. Good and bad and everything. Yes, I agree with that. But you making it seem like I'm making all the church look bad. Everything I was making look bad. Do you not understand that everything I was talking about, the therapy I made, look bad?
No, she's not right. You tell you why she's not right, Brother Mills. Because at the end of the day, she made a one-sided statement. She wasn't fair across the board. That's not being right.
No, I did that with everything though. Remember when I said, oh my God, never mind. When I mentioned the man therapist that we went to, I made that look bad. So based on what you're saying,
Brother Nim, that's not what I did. It's not what I did. I'm fair across the board. If you're gonna,
you're really not.
When you're on a platform, when you see that's the difference between me and a lot of the other platforms. You just can't come up here and just say what you want. And it's just like Uncle Rick has said numerous of times he's not a religious person. But at the end of the day, guess what? If he makes a statement that I deem to be an issue, I'm going to challenge his as well. But guess what? He hasn't never made one-side statement. And if he is going to make a statement, it's going to be in context. What she did was she said, hey, some of y'all go to church and tell your pastor all the family business, and all he does is go preach about it over the pulpit. Guess what? There are some churches that don't do that as well. So that's my point. If you're going to call it across the board. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, wow, never mind. Listen, I don't care about no church, no religion, but we have seen it. We've seen these men on the internet be ministers and do exactly what I said. So I'm not lying, but okay. Not all the churches do that, y'all.
And you are correct. Okay. I'm not denying Bombcherry. What I'm saying is that
you only help me to be responsible equally, but nobody else. You didn't do that.
Hold on, because nobody else brought the church up but you. And when you did, you brought it up.
No, but
you hold on. You the only one that brought it up.
Oh, so it's just the church.
You had some negative say that was it. You made a negative statement and you kept going. That's not responsible. And how old are you?
Well, I don't care about no church. Okay, I'm spiritual.
Well, why bring it up?
Because I was bringing up how terrible the church is in that sense. How about that?
Hold on. So this is my question. So is every church bad?
Yes, all of them. As far as I'm concerned, I don't give a damn about them, dude. What you talking about? You gonna ask me that when you know I'm not religious?
Hold on.
Yes, I'm saying that. You shouldn't have asked me. I gave you my answer. Fuck them.
All right. Okay. All right. So let's move on.
Okay.
I got a video for y'all. I want y'all to watch this video. Just watch this. Y'all seen this. This was just too funny to me.
How many patients have you been able to cure so far?
I would say one.
How many people have I cured? Well, there are no real cures right now in psychiatry.
Yeah. Idea of any? You asked me about the issue about how many people I've cured. I don't know that any of us are ever completely cured of anything.
I have not been able to cure many patients.
I have cured none of my patients.
I just want to play that snippet of that, man. Y'all see that, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, because in reality, it's not their job to cure.
Nah, I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah. That's why, yeah, they were being I guess facetious in their answer, because it's not. That's why when we were talking about people talking about they're healed and all these different things, if you actually been to counseling, you know that it's some work that you got to do, man. I worked out of books, bro. I'm talking about some real work where it got to the point where I didn't see the counselor for probably 2 weeks because I had to do all the work in my workshop. Mm-hmm. And before I saw him, I had to complete everything that I did. And that had to bring out honesty in me. But I was locked in because I'm like, okay, I'm just trying to work things out. It just because you go to counseling don't mean that you know what I'm saying, or therapy does not mean that you are just all screwed up. You're just trying to navigate through life. And there's some things that, you know, we just be missing shit. And we just need somebody to be able to help us navigate through that shit. So that's why when people say, no, some people just need the therapy of talking to they homeboys or, you know, people in their family. It's therapeutic when you can do things like that. A lot of stuff we need to just get off our chest, man. We need to be able to sit down with somebody, even if it's like the people that we have up here, be able to work things out, listen to other people talking, and you be like, damn. But we can't expect to be going to therapists and being cured and healed and all these. That's not what it's about. It's to keep you in a sane process while you're going through this world. It's some stuff, bro. Like, I'm one of them ones, PTSD. You know, I had to deal with that. I had to go through a divorce after 10 years. You know what I'm saying? It took me 15 years just for me to recover. I didn't even know I was fucked up until when I look back at it, I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? It was that was the things that I was just looking like, oh yeah, I can see better now. I can talk to people and I can articulate things a lot better now because I ended up having someone to help me just navigate through things. And sometimes it wasn't even a damn therapist. Here's my father. Here's my mom. You know what I'm saying? It was a cousin that I was talking to.
Yeah.
It was probably the nigga I went to the cigar bar with. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, damn, this it right here. That's all I needed right there for us to, you know, work some things out. And for you to also know that you ain't the only one going through shit. That's what it's really about. So that cure shit, yeah, that shit's a myth.
And going back, JT, to piggyback, that's what the brother was saying on the panel when he said, I didn't learn how to love until I was 60. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I didn't know what my thoughts of it wasn't what it truly was until he bumped into his queen. And it was his queen that unfolded that to him, not a counselor, which he said people should go to counseling, but he was like, it was that woman. And that's why I give her and I value her even further. You see what I'm saying? So all of y'all making wonderful points, man. And I'm glad we able to talk about this as men, because a lot of men don't talk about this, right?
Yeah. And you know, it was also his homeboy. His homeboy was the one that told him, hey, you screwing up, homie. You screwing up. And he had to look at himself. Now think about that. He's a baby boomer?
Yep. Yeah, he's a baby boomer. Yep.
I looked at it before myself, and what I said was that he was on the wrong table, for one. He needed to be on a table of brothers to edify him, right? Because there were some things that, you know, we would disagree with him on, but we'd be able to talk to him about it and be able to edify him on his thoughts on things. For instance, when he was sitting back talking about that patriarchy shit, if he had some brothers that actually understood what it was, we'd have been able to say, okay, take this walk with me, homie. Let me tell you why I disagree with what you say, and then we can talk this out. He can't talk to them dudes right there. They younger than me, Rick, and I don't know, Trey, how old are you, bro? Them cats was like 20 years younger than me.
Yeah, I'm 44.
And he damn near 20 years older than me. He need to be around cats my age. You know what I'm saying? He was down with 30-year-olds. They ain't trying to hear what he got to say.
And they should have been listening. That's the problem.
They should have been listening.
They should have been listening to that man. That man was crazy.
Soon as he opened
That
his
baby boomer
mouth,
was all messed up.
soon as he opened his mouth, they were already on him, right? And the one that was die hard on his head was the one that's not even a full man. They was just looking at him like, you talking too much, OG. I told him before, I said, because I looked at it and what I saw was this. We've been doing, I know me, Rick, and a couple other folks been doing this, man, for at least 5 to 7 years. You know what I'm saying? On the panels, doing panels, right? The way that they were approaching that, what they were approaching, we were doing that 5 years ago. We edified ourselves to the now. Look, you don't hear everybody over talking each other over the mic, but when we first started, you couldn't even hear what people was talking about, homie. They were like that. They were like, "Oh, sit your old ass down, my dude." And he looking like, that's why I didn't want to do this shit. Cause if you heard it, he was like, I didn't want to do this shit. Yeah. I ain't never want to do no shit like this. Because that's what that was their whole thing. That generation was the generation like, I talk amongst my homies. Nigga, I'm not about to sit here and talk to these cats right here because they disrespectful.
Yep. And they don't know me.
And they don't know me.
And what the hell? So that man was crazy, talking about he learned some things just today. He said that it took him 60 years to learn how to love a woman without cheating on her. Yes, none of them men, none of them on that panel should have been listening to him. Okay? Zero.
Why shouldn't they listen to him, my sister?
Because they are not, what did they learn from a man who just learned something today that they already know? They've already learned it. He's just learning it from them. He's learning, on this panel, he gonna tell them he learned some things from them in that moment today.
And they did not respect him then because they felt that they know everything. First and foremost, when you look at that whole landscape, that was not a landscape that any one of us as men would sit down and talk to these cats.
At all.
At all.
Y'all on this panel right now. That's up here.
None of those cats were qualified to be talking about anything when it comes down to manhood. None of them.
Like on this panel right now.
They all speak the same way that you're speaking right now. And that ain't what that man needs. That ain't what he needed.
So Bomb Cherry, I'm gonna go and entertain you for a second. Who on this panel is not qualified?
Well, you want me to name names because you know I will. So I'm asking you, look, before I do something that you ask me.
I literally said who on this panel.
Okay, so Mott is one of them. Look, don't ask me questions, and then when y'all gonna have a problem with my answers.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with your answer. I'm asking you a question.
So I gave you one name. I don't know the other men to speak on in that way, but I clearly have had conversation and heard him speak, and yes, he
so based off the conversation you've heard Mott have, what makes you say that he's not qualified?
I mean, there's many things this man says about women that he just simply say that men are this and men are that.
I'll be right back, Trey. I'll be right back, bro.
Okay. So yeah. Even you have disagreed with some of the things he said, which is no problem, right? We can disagree, but some of the things are just ridiculous. Just like on that panel, it's a bunch of men. Y'all don't know each other. It's okay. They just like over there. They don't know each other. They have a conversation. But the oldest over there, who should be the educator, right? Because that man is about 20 years older than me. He should. Well, I think he said he was 70, right? Yeah, he's 20 years older than me. He should, yeah, so he's a boomer. Yes, like my parents would have been or was. And he said he just learned how to stop cheating on his woman. He said he just learned that. You all know what happens if you cheat on a woman. How is it that he don't know that until he's 60, 70 years old?
The reason why we don't.
Hold on, please.
Go ahead.
Mont, do you want to respond to that?
What am I not qualified to do? I don't even know.
Be a man.
Qualified to be.
I don't know why. Look, you can blame him for asking me, but I gave you the answer.
I'm probably bad at you. You can answer your answer, but
When you thought that you could speak to my husband, remember that? Like, do we need to really? You want me to really answer the question? Because you already know how that went down. Trey,
but I'm trying to talk, Bomb Cherry. Trey, what was the question for her? What am I qualified not to do or do?
Well, that's for her to give her assumption on, but I don't believe that she'll be able to have a conversation with you and substantiate that, because from what I'm hearing is based off her interaction with you, and that's not sufficing enough to sit up here and tell him that he's not qualified.
oh, okay, but that's what he did me, right? So you remember like the conversations where he thought he would speak to my husband, so to correct my husband on how he and I are married. So this happened. So now you're gonna ask me a question, and I'm putting it right back in his lap. I don't think he's a man. He wouldn't have been nobody I deal with. He's whining always about his girl. He's whining about women. Women are not qualified to do this or do that or do this to do that.
All right. So this is the problem with I'm not gonna say all women, of course not. I would never say all women, but a lot of women tend to think like Bomb Cherry. Like, I'm so objective that just because somebody says something about me, that don't mean that I'll lie on them, or it don't mean that I'll not even lie. It doesn't mean that I will I'll try my hardest to just despair no matter what that's like me saying like a scientist, like calling him stupid because he called me stupid, right? That's what she's doing. She's upset about whatever I said about her husband, and she on a rampage, and I get it. But she doesn't
so earlier when you said therapists, only men to be therapists, and you said the ones who there maybe because it's the easiest to go to school for. You said that.
Don't worry, you're gonna have a chance to talk. You have a chance to talk. But
I mean, listen to him, y'all. He sound like a woman.
She doesn't have the ability.
You don't have a chance to talk.
Go ahead, Bomb Cherry. Take my turn. You got it.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I will do that. Because I'm more manly than you are masculine. So that's what happens when we women, right? When we can't speak up for ourselves, take up for ourselves, and when we know we're smarter, then we become masculine. So you then put us in that realm that you aren't, right? And so you remember the only reason I'm speaking on you right now is because Trey asked me a question. But see, that's the only reason. He asked me, and then I clarified, you sure? Because if it would have been any other man than me, that man would have been into it. So this is what he wanted. This is what he set up. So don't make it seem like I did this.
Well, he's not even offended. But at the end of the day, I just wanted you to have the conversation. Did you ask her a question?
I'm making peace though, baby. I didn't want to have the conversation with him. I don't mess with him. Okay, so
I just want to let it be known. She's mad at me. I'm not mad at her.
I'm not mad at you, baby.
No, I live rent free in that head. I don't even be thinking about Bomb Cherry. She be thinking about me though.
I was asked a question and then I pulled you out. That's all.
You had a lot to say about me.
I do. Like you had my husband. You had my husband in your head. You had my husband all running through your brain. Huh?
You love talking about me, don't you?
All right, so we're gonna get back.
How many videos you got of me?
I think Trey like when I talk about you. Ask him about it.
I was trying to see where y'all gonna have the conversation for you to substantiate the fact that he's not a man, but you didn't do it. So
I didn't say his name. Remember?
That's a dead conversation. It's all good. It's all Bomb Cherry. It's your opinion.
Understand the value in us talking, our perspective.
We got that part. But how do we find solutions?
Well, the only thing is we're not gonna get to a solution because there is still something on the table. There's still something on the table, and we gotta.
What's on the table?
Your point of view.
What's on the table to me is how do we as black men?
You said listen and lose.
No, but I'm just interjecting, bro. Y'all said interject.
Well, inject.
Listen, I'm saying, how do we help black women? I'm telling you.
Well, first we gotta help ourselves.
Yeah. Right. But I'm saying is
if we can't figure out if we can't figure out what love really means, what love looks like to us, what love has been to us, what have we been taught about love?
We come from generations of no love.
Right. But then, so we got to go back. Does patriarchy come with accountability?
No, I think the definition of patriarchy is when we have systems of domination for men. Right now, I think we're not doing a good job of naming the system that literally incentivizes us to be on some fuck shit, or incentivizes us to always want to be dominated. But I think in our conversation right now, as Black people, a lot of times when you hear the word patriarchy, you think about the word patriarchy, you think about how we're taught in Christianity to be patriarchs. So a lot of us have a hard time thinking about leadership and thinking about how that leadership comes out in fucked up ways. I.e., I want to be a patriarch like Father Abraham, therefore patriarchy is good. Patriarchy is not good. The system of domination for women is not good. But a lot of us buy into that.
So I got a question I want to ask you.
What's your
How
question?
do we unlearn that? I think we unlearn that by listening to what he's saying.
About what specifically?
It's therapy. So we can go understand all of it.
But listen, I want to be clear. Right now, we're talking about a system of power.
Right.
If you think interpersonally going to therapy is going to deconstruct the system of power, no.
I don't say. I'm not
This is
saying that.
but this is what we get at. Right now, we're talking about trusted Black women. There's a system I'm saying that goes against it.
Aspect to it.
Yes.
I'm not. Don't go to no white therapy.
No, but hold on. If we talking about therapy,
let's talk about therapy.
This is therapy.
Yes.
This is therapeutic. Right. Us looking like us.
Yes.
Different ages, different experiences. Us. It's. I mean, it's gonna be ugly. It's not gonna be cute. We ain't professional therapists enough, but we are listening.
Okay, listen.
Hold on. And I think that's the point where we got
to stay there.
Right here is just listen.
Stay there.
Listen and find and wait for it. Because sometimes it's just the listening. I think that's the whole part of this whole thing. Because we don't listen because we live in this space of feeling like we know everything. And we are not the smartest people in the room.
I think it goes a step further than that. I think we're too ashamed to admit when we're wrong. And so when we go, when Trust, I'm gonna say something. Tressie Cottom, credible writer, sociologist. She says we are smarter when we listen to Black women, not because all Black women are right, because all Black women deserve to be heard, right? And when we're so caught up in the process of listening is love. That's how we love Black women, by listening to them, right? Again, everything they said isn't necessarily right, but they do deserve to be heard.
So let me address that.
Hold on, let me finish. Back it up. In doing so, we can help dismantle patriarchy because we're leading. Hold on, let me finish, brother. We're leading with listening. And if we lead with listening, that means we're not listening so that we can respond. We're listening to understand, which means you might have to ask another question. If you speak, it is to ask another question,
and not censor yourself,
so you can get more information from the source.
And so I started out really quick with that patriarchy, because we keep saying patriarchy, and you were saying without centering yourself, and I think that that's really important. Because I wouldn't know. I'll just be real. If me being, young nigga in the street, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't say young. When I was, I'm not saying now. I understand what it is now, but I'm saying when I was, I wouldn't hear somebody talk about dismantling patriarchy and be even attracted to the conversation or even know what that means, right? And so what I would like you to go a little bit deeper into what does that even mean? Because for me, the way I'm thinking about it is the way that we've been taught wrong about our power, that we are supposed to, that we have some sort of privilege in certain, in some situations, that we have a little bit more power than somebody else, and that we abuse that power. We use that power to try to control the situation in our favor, when we should be listening to other people, when we should be honoring their existence and centering their freedom, their liberation. You know what I'm saying? So what their experience. So what does that mean to y'all? What does that even mean to dismantle patriarchy? What is that? Why is it harmful? And I'm not putting that necessarily on you, but whoever wants to.
Boom. So let's go there. So if we dismantle patriarchy, then what? If we listen to women in the context that they're talking about listening to women, and give women this overwhelming freedom and power, and we get behind them as men and uplift them and do all these things, where does that take us? Who wants to go?
It takes us to her.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Take us. We're already there.
We already there. They're talking about something that we've already talked about, and we've already exacted that 10 years ago. This is Trey, this is it's weird right now, bro, where you got Hollywood think that they're doing something. The only thing they just did was reinvented the wheel all over again. It's a weird time we're in right now because content creators on YouTube are who they're looking at. They think doing that round table that they're doing is doing something. We had those conversations. Man, we are so much more advanced. This is where I got to the point where I was just like, we professionals now. Uncle Rick, professional.
Oh, you still this, baby. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off. When you look at Mont on Lapeef, when you look at a lot of these panels, shout out to my man Hemp, right? We doing it the right way, bro. We not doing it like they doing it. Man, they all over the place. To have a table full of so-called men and they're talking about Miss Andre. Think about what this is. You got a bunch of men speaking and talking about feminist talking points, bro.
Yep.
Dismantling patriarchy? Are you serious?
That's not beneficial to black men. Yes. Yes.
The thing that if you dismantle patriarchy, you're just gonna be where we at right now. This is what's happening. They're dismantling this shit. And what do you see? A bunch of men acting like women.
Yep.
Like
that's
on
what you're
panel.
seeing.
And on his panel and on
Do you guys know? Do you guys know?
That you claimed was 10 years ago.
Hold on.
It was only about 5 years ago.
Let me finish what I have to say,
You
Bob
are
Cherry.
new to YouTube for claiming that you.
Let me finish what I have to say, Bob Cherry, and then I'll let you have it.
Hey, Bomb Cherry,
Let me say what I have to say, and then I'll let you have it. I'm a land. I'm a land it. I'm a land it. I'm gonna land it in a minute.
Bomb Cherry, you big
So
them
this is the
cookies.
thing.
You heard?
Right, please. So when we're talking about this whole thing of conversation for us to edify one another, that right there, I'm telling you, it's way bigger than what we even can even imagine. We're gonna be talking about this for a very long time, bro, because there's a lot of points that they've made where men are saying, no, we're not about to do this right here. I don't know, Trey, did you know that there's a woman that's sitting on that panel?
Yeah, I heard, bro.
And got the hairiest face out of all the men that's on there. That's
Which
a
one
woman.
was it, JT?
The Puerto Rican looking
the light
chick with the beard.
It's a transgender on there?
Yes.
Yep. Yes. Transgender.
So you messed up the landscape already. You screwed the landscape up already. Come on, man. That's a table full of people talking about the Miss Andre of men. The hate of men. Men talking about the hate of other men. It's already there. So yeah, it's already dismantled.
So let me ask y'all a question because
Okay, have you landed it? Okay, good.
Hey,
Okay,
Bomb Cherry,
was I next?
if we're gonna have the conversation, stay on topic, please.
Okay, yes. We talking about that panel, right?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So so let's just say I have heard that there's a transgender on there. I only hear that from the men, and they keep pointing at different men. So I'm not sure if they are or aren't, but that's besides the point because there's a whole bunch of men up there who also are trying to dismantle patriarchy. And I guess they're saying that patriarchy has not benefited black men, right? It hasn't benefited black men. Now, I'm not for dismantling or keeping it. I don't care, right? Because black men, you still at the bottom, and you're not even benefiting from it, except for when you want to control your own women. And you're not even doing that well, because like y'all say,
you do know, Bomb Cherry, you do know statistically black men are not at the bottom. You do know that.
No, that's exactly where you are, especially when it comes to our community.
Hold on. Let's just go look at money being made, right? Black men make more money than Hispanic men. You collectively, you do know that, right?
I'm sure her own stats.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to say collectively.
No,
There are
that's a
more of
fact.
us than them. No, okay. It's more of us than them.
He
So
makes
yes.
$52,000 a year.
That's not how that worked, Bomb Cherry.
That's exactly how he said. He said overall, and that is what he's speaking on. Okay, cool.
You
We
said
know
there
that
are
a lot
more
of them
of
are
us.
here and they don't work the jobs that we do, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, you had to go there. But anyway, listen.
So hold on. I want to know. Hold on, real quick. I want to know how a black man at the bottom. You got to substantiate that talking point.
Well, y'all not educated, right? Y'all are not working the job. Remember, we talking about our community. Y'all refuse to get educated, right? You're at the bottom when it comes to our boys, right? And y'all saying that women have taken control of the community, and that's what I'm basically talking about.
You're just talking, Bombshell. You have no statistical fact.
I'm speaking. I'm only saying what the men say. When y'all say that women have taken over the community, that is what y'all say. Y'all say the matriarchy has taken. Huh?
Who said that?
Black men in this space, like the guy who up here mentioning Lapeef and Ham. That's exactly what they say. Black men, black women have taken over the community. Now you're new to here, so I gotta remember that. I'm sorry. Okay, let me back up. Okay, you're new here in the space, and you don't know what these men have been saying for almost 20 years now. Okay, shout out to the dude who claimed he was here for 10 years, but he mentioned channels that's only been here for about 5. Anyway, but I've been here, right? In this manosphere space, red pill talking space. So I just wanted to know that. So the men have been, see, the thing that we're talking about right now, patriarchy and matriarchy, black men are the ones who started pointing out that our communities are matriarchal.
Do you agree
That's
with
what
that?
they said. They said the men.
Do you agree?
I'm sorry.
Do you agree with that?
No. Yeah, I agree that it's not matriarchal, but women have learned how to work within the patriarchal system, and black men haven't.
Did you just try to?
So it's not matriarchal.
See that? That's amazing, ain't it? That's amazing.
Did you just almost
It's
try to
amazing that
answer
we
his
don't-
question and then not answer his question? What was that?
I answered his question by saying that women have learned it's not a matriarchal, it is still patriarchal, and women have learned how to work within that system to take care of her family.
What they do. This is
They do what?
They do.
They do what?
See
They do.
Do y'all see this?
What is he talking about? They
I
do
see
what?
exactly
Yes.
what you said.
Women,
You let them talk
women
long
have
enough.
learned how to work in a system that you haven't figured out. And I'm not talking about you personally, right?
No,
I'm not talking about anybody up here personally.
Listen, let me preface. This is nothing personal. This is I operate. None of this stuff is personal, right?
Yeah,
but you just said so. Black women, are you saying in mass that black women have learned to move within the patriarchy and the black men haven't?
Yes, that's what that's not what I'm saying. That's what the men are saying. And then remember I said that, and then somebody said, do you agree?
He's asking you what you think.
Yeah, what you saying?
Oh, what I'm saying, well, to be honest, I'm not in everybody's community looking and seeing what y'all doing. I'm looking at what my family do. So I'm only listening to what black men, because I'm gonna be honest. Can I be honest? Until I came to YouTube and started listening to my brothers, I had no idea that y'all was bitches.
Why not?
Oops, I can't say that word.
Why not?
Why not? Because that's not what I was seeing.
Right, because you're a married woman, correct?
Yes.
What's your
Yes.
experience? Are you married to a black man?
Yes.
What's your experience with your husband?
Well, my experience is not just with my husband, but with my husband. My husband is a man, like some of you men on this panel, right? Who get respect, deserve respect, but he not out there trying to tell other men what to do. But he volunteer his time catching children. Anybody who want information from him, then he will give it. But trying to force people with his information is not what he does. But even in the communities that I lived in, that black communities, I've seen the men, all types of men, right? And I respected those men, and they respected me. They wasn't crying and whining about women and what they're doing and not doing. Here on the internet, though, it's a different experience for me.
You
So
think your
in real life, though, go ahead.
you think your husband should be coaching young men?
My husband do coach young men
You think he
or
should?
young boys. Yes, I think he should. If that's yes.
Why
We've
you think
been not my whole entire family have been giving to communities in
I'm
my
just saying,
area
why do you think that he should be coaching young men?
because that's something he wants to do and something he's qualified to do. He's teaching in the areas and the arenas that he know of. He's not trying to teach anything that he isn't aware of.
Okay, so I guess he's teaching like maybe like his profession or something like that.
Medical field things, fishing, right? My husband is a pro fisherman, so he goes in the communities in inner cities and give opportunities to the men and their children who want to do things like that. So yes, that's what he does. But anything that he's not aware of, he's not trying to educate, and that's what happens on these panels. But like I said, in real life, though, men are respectful. They open the door for me. I respect them. If I need help, they've always been there. Not until I come to the internet do I see a massive amount of men who are saying things that were shocking to me.
I got a
And
question
so-
towards that, Bombshell.
Mhm.
So this generation, right? If men aren't educated, aren't in the house, and there's children being made, who are teaching these children?
Wait, say that again, because I didn't say anything you said, but you're asking me.
No, I'm asking you a question. I'm
Okay,
asking a question. So once again, if we're saying, right, we know in particular, men aren't in the house, men aren't educated, ain't smart, who are teaching these generations that's coming into play? Men aren't there.
Well, it's women and the educators who are educating our kids, not necessarily in the right way.
Okay, so who is the predominant force, right? Labor force in the education system? Is it men or is it women?
It's women.
Okay, so what you just told me is there's a matriarchal system that's put into place, and at this point, our children should be smarter. They should be more educated, right? Because
no, that's not right.
Let me finish, and then
And you need to go and read, and that's the importance of reading. You said right. So listen, matriarchal and patriarchal are not the same thing, right? Okay, so remember when I said women are working in the patriarchal system? That's what we are doing. Just because women are in it in mass numbers does not make it turn into a matriarch. We don't set the rules. We're not the lawmakers. We're not that. That's white men. So it's still men, and that means it's patriarchal. And like I said before, you just proved my point. We are in these systems, making it work, trying to figure it out. And y'all aren't.
No. Let's go back. After you said that, let's just go back to what he was just asking you. If women are, because you are one of the ones to say women are more educated, correct? You also,
yes. In case of black men, yes.
Black women are more educated, correct?
Yes, when it comes to black men, yes.
Okay. When it comes to black men. You just also said that black women are the backbone of education when it comes down to children, correct?
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
When did I even say? I said that women are the backbones or something?
Yes, because you said that when he asked you who was the ones that's dominating the education field. He said, is it women? He said, is it women? You said, and he said, is it women? You said, yes, you agreed that women are the ones that are overwhelmingly
the teachers, but that doesn't make it the backbone. Do you not understand that there's power structure that tells the teachers what they can and cannot teach? And that's because you're not educated, and that's why I gotta stay with us.
I'm agreeing with you. So we're gonna agree with you that we're not the educated ones. Absolutely, that's what we're saying. The thing is that the women are the ones that are doing it, right? They're the ones that's doing it.
No, the white men. You keep wanting to miss the white men, the power structure, the ones who are telling the teachers that they can't teach this and they need to teach this.
So then you're saying that black women don't have the power, right? And educating their own children.
I'm saying we don't have the power. Yes, that is what I'm saying.
All right, right. So you can't blame that on black men then, right?
I'm saying, what you mean black men? What you mean I can't blame it on black men? You the patriarchal. You should be out. If
no, you said that you said we ain't got shit to do with none of this shit. The women are the ones that are the backbone, right? Correct? The women are the ones that are doing it. No, you the one who keep saying that women are the backbone. I keep saying that women have learned how to work within the patriarchal system. Right. They know how to navigate, and we don't.
And it just so happens that white men are the ones who control it, which is why these men are saying it needs to be dismantled.
Right. And you're saying that black men don't have any power in it at all. Black women have more power than the black men because they know how to navigate through the patriarchal system, correct? And black men don't. Because you did say we don't.
Well, I'm not sure if you don't know how or you just don't want to.
But you said we don't. You already said it. Are you going to recant with your statement?
You're not. Listen, you're not out there. You admitted that too. Why aren't you?
No, I ain't admitted none of that. I have not admitted any of that. You're the one doing all the talking.
Why men used to be teachers? Why aren't you teachers anymore? Men used to do all kinds of things. You used to be in the business.
I know over 30. I know over 30 men right now that are not only teachers but they're professors. So that's not true. What you just said. I just said me anecdotally.
When it comes to when it's thousands of them, and you go
I said me anecdotally knows educators that are men. Me. So that means that I know other men that know other men that are educators also. We ain't talking about that because we're going off of your premise. But listen, Bomb Sherry, let's just go for your premise.
Does not mean that you have the power
we ain't going that route.
to teach what you want to teach.
No. You ain't about to get out this corner right here. You already
You ain't got me in no corner, baby. You just
I guarantee you in the corner. Right.
You don't understand.
Me and other men are dumb. That's what we say.
Listen, I didn't say all of you are dumb, but you just don't understand.
All right.
Go look up the word patriarchal, please. Go look up the word matriarchal, please.
I think the problem is a lot of us are educated, but we're not intelligent, right? And we're not wise.
I agree.
That's the problem.
No, there's a lot of black men who are intelligent and educated.
I wasn't specifically talking about black men, but I think when it comes to these things, I think people discount culture. I think culture is everything, right? For example, of course, we have a certain way that we operate in the world and in the United States. However, inside of the streets, it has its own culture. So if you're raised in the streets, you may not know anything about how the regular world operates, but you'll know everything about what you were taught in the streets, right? That'll be your entire existence. I think it's the same thing as far as in our households, right? We like to say, oh, the patriarchy is teaching us. No, our moms are teaching us a lot of these things. Everything that we believe and all that stuff comes from the culture that we grew up in and the culture inside of our households. But I think we like to discount all of that and say, oh, it's the patriarchy in control of everything. And I think that sounds crazy. Like the idea that just because it's male leadership, we need to get rid of male leadership and that will fix our problems. It shows you that people are educated and not intelligent and not wise. They just saying crazy stuff. Get rid of the patriarchy and put what?
Yeah,
like
figure
it out. Figure it out.
What's in charge? Like that's like a
put something in place that works for you.
And what you're gonna put in, you're absolutely right.
You need us black women to come up with a plan for y'all.
Nah, we ain't even talking about that no more.
Because you're supposed to be also participating,
we're not talking about that no more.
You're not.
So
you're not talking about that no more.
Let me speak on
you want to talk about something else.
Absolutely.
But you can't keep up with the conversation on.
So from what you was just saying, that absolutely is a great point, because when we are looking at what we've been taught, what we've been rigored, all these different things they take, you have to put it all together, right? That's why
Where your
one of the
daddy
reasons
at?
why.
Where your daddy at? Wait, why your daddy didn't teach
So
you nothing?
when you're talking
My daddy
about,
taught me.
come on, Mom, Sherry,
You wanna-
come on.
JT,
What you mean? Why? I'm asking when y'all say that my mama taught me this.
hold on,
You
let me-
didn't say
let
that,
me-
but another young man did. The one
I
who
just
I
want to
said
finish.
into the
I just
lane.
want to finish my point.
Where
JT,
your
question.
daddy? But I was
JT,
talking
question.
when you interfered.
Yeah.
JT,
Y'all-
are you
y'all
married?
do that. Where your daddy
I'm not married
at?
anymore. No, I'm divorced.
Wait a minute.
Listen, this
Who
the
shoulda
problem
taught
right
you?
here. Yo,
Your
see,
mama taught you.
that's the problem right here. The way that
Huh?
she talking and all that type of stuff.
I'm
Like,
a man, remember?
yo,
I'm masculine.
my woman would never be up here talking like that. Like,
Yo,
making me look crazy.
Put your woman on this internet,
Make-
and so
making me
women
look
can talk
crazy.
and ask her questions.
Right.
You not that
On-
brave.
On
Okay?
online,
We don't
at
even know if she exists for real.
online at 2 a.m. baking cookies with these niggas. Like, come on. Like, my woman would never be on here embarrassing me, talking crazy like that.
They don't even
I
see it.
know, because it's so easy to embarrass you. She'll be more manly than you, possibly,
Yeah,
right?
man.
My house,
yeah.
hey, bro, at 2:00 in the morning, my house ain't gonna be this damn loud. I'm
Baking
upstairs trying to
cookies.
sleep, and she out here baking cookies,
You
hollering.
don't go to bed. He need
What
to.
you mean
He
I'm
need to.
home?
He need to
Oh,
come
my
downstairs
house
and tell you to
big
get your
enough.
ass in the
See,
bed.
I'm
That's
on
what
the
he need to
first
do.
floor. I'm on the first floor. My
Yeah.
bedroom's on the second floor. I got
Yeah.
other floors, right? Third floor. You know, I'm big enough where I can get loud as you claim and
need
not
to-
wake up anybody.
They discuss
So I'm sorry if you live in a little
Yes.
small.
He need to tell his woman. He need to tell his woman to get in his
I can
damn
bake
bed.
through
What you
the
doing
night.
down there?
Yeah.
Look,
Baking
I done made
cookies.
pizza dough, and now I'm about to make biscuits for my husband when he wakes up.
You don't even need to be eating cookies. That's not healthy.
I ain't making cookies. I said pizza dough, and then I'm
Why
gonna
is he
make
making
homemade
pizza? How?
Pizza
y'all not-
is for tomorrow. The pizza dough is made tonight for tomorrow
No,
day.
y'all not that young. Y'all need to be making some healthy food. All right.
Right.
Pizza. You
What
too
you
old for
mean when
that.
you make your homemade pizza dough? You don't know you can make a healthy pizza? Oh,
No,
I forgot.
You
young,
don't need.
smart
You don't need to be
black
eating no
man.
pizza.
I
You don't
forgot.
need to be baking
You
no
know
cookies.
everything.
And you don't need to be up at 2
Even
a.m.
if
at
I
your
made
age
my
either.
cookies, they still
You
go.
need to be
Even if I
sleeping.
make cookies right now, they
That's
still
your
gonna be
problem.
healthy because I
That's
make
your
it up from
problem.
scratch. And you
At
don't
your age, you should
understand
be.
that
You should be to
because you
bed
ain't
at
got a
7
right to
o'clock.
making nothing for you. You
You should be to
want
bed at 7
everything in your
o'clock, and you should
cabinet
be. You should be up at 7
processed.
a.m.
But everything I make, baby, my
Baking
spaghetti
cookies,
gonna
talking
be
us on the
noodles I
internet.
make homemade. And so you
Nah.
ain't listen, young man, you don't know what you speak of. Just,
I
I don't
know a
make
lot of what I
processed
speak of.
we don't cook processed foods. So that
You
means
don't cook
everything I
processed
make is
food?
healthy. That's right.
That stuff you bought out the store. Where you buy that from? Where you get all that stuff
What?
from? Everything you about to put inside of that pizza dough, where you get it from?
What you mean, like baking soda?
Whatever, everything that you about to put inside of
Oh,
your
you don't know what? Do you know what baking powder is? Oh, do you
everything
mean
that you
salt?
got.
She still ain't answering.
So you do know what processed
She
meat,
ain't. She
right?
ain't.
You know
She
what
just.
processed meat?
You make your own lime
You don't
juice.
know what processed meat is, baby?
You make your own lime juice.
Yes, I do make my own
You
lime
go buy
juice.
you go buy your limes, right?
Yes, I don't buy them. They grow, and then
They
I
grow?
squeeze them, and then because I
Okay.
had this
And then
bottle,
you
I
put them
squeeze
inside of
them
a
in
Great
there.
Value bottle. Okay, I got you.
Yes,
I
No,
got you.
no, no. She got that directly from Great Value, bro.
Mhm.
okay. Yeah.
You making a Walmart pizza.
You're
right.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, why?
I guess I got this sherry wine from wherever it came from, but it's the bottle. But ever since then, I've been refilling it with my own homemade wine, right? So listen, baby, I'm not your mama, and it's
You
okay
got so
that
much
you
money.
mad
Why
at
you
your
shop at
mama.
Walmart?
I'm what?
You got so much money. Why you shop at Walmart?
What's wrong with Walmart?
You just tell, I got a 5-story house. Why you shop at Walmart?
I didn't say I
hate
had a
going.
5-story.
That's
one I said 3.
I do not feel
I
comfortable
said
in
this one
Walmart.
I said 3.
Right.
But you know, I make my own wine. You want me to show you how to make water into wine, baby?
Nah, we.
I just right now the process. I got everything because all you need is some yeast and some water and some
Mhm.
sugar. You want me to show you?
No, I don't need
And then
Walmart
when you
pizza.
want to add flavor
I
to
don't
it,
drink
then you can
Walmart
add
wine either. I don't drink Walmart wine
Hey,
either.
Bomb Cherry.
Okay, huh?
Bomb Cherry.
Walmart sell wine?
Bomb Cherry. We thank you for the lecture.
My bad, Bombshell. I got you worked up. I'm sorry.
Hey, that was the end of
now I'm worked up.
the thing, bro.
I'm playing with dummies, and I'm playing with you like you a toy, a dog, two toy, and I'm worked up, baby. You got me confused, honey. But I know in your mind.
What does that mean? Yeah.
So when someone comes to you and they already know what you possess as a person, you know, like for example, like a lot of doctors. Once I feel like a lot of black men get higher education, a lot of people want to get treated like a bitch. That's the truth. Like more accolades, get treated like a bitch. Like you want, like, oh, like
take care of me.
Yes, take care of me. Like, or like, you know, oh, like I'm the prize. You know, I'm the prize.
You talking about when you become rich and famous?
You don't even got to be rich and famous. It could be you going like for 12 years in academia.
I'm trying to understand you.
What?
Like treated like a bitch.
like a bitch.
That's how they want to be treated. Some men want to be like a prima donna.
But think about the
That's
way
relative
you're
to patriarchy.
saying that, and what we're talking about now about centering.
That's the woman right there. That's the woman. That's the mold.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
This is what you have to understand. If men didn't do what men do, this world wouldn't even be able to function
at all.
Mm-hmm. Speak on it, bro.
That nigga said a man get up in stature and he say, I want you to take care of me. That make you acting like
insane.
I want you to take care of me as my woman. You acting like a bitch.
Yeah.
And the greatest problem that come into play overall, the first thing that happens when you have those that assert their leadership, right? First thing they say is you're trying to control them.
Mm-hmm.
And that becomes very questionable because how do you communicate leadership? It requires a certain assertion when it comes to your understanding.
Bro, the only problem is that you're a black man and not a white man. Because if you was a white man, they'd do everything you tell them to do.
But here go the problem. Uncle Rick, the white man saying the same thing. It's a Western civilization thing. They're saying the same thing we're saying.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I hear you. Go ahead.
White man tell them to do it, they do it.
Yeah. I can hear you on that one. I can agree on that one. I can agree on that one.
Name a scenario that you heard about. These lashes, this hair. Who tell them to do that? It ain't the black man. We don't like that shit. These BBLs, we don't like that shit.
Y'all definitely like them BBLs.
Of course we do. Of course
we do.
See?
Hell yeah.
You see, when we say we don't like it, that's exactly the response.
Let me finish.
Yeah, we do.
Finish.
But you're not the only one. You're not the only black man, right?
Let
a lot of them say
let him finish, Bomb Cherry. Thank you.
Finish.
Okay.
Control your mouth, woman.
Right. So
come make me.
And this has been going on, right? We can take it back to the bullshit, right? Hey, your man ain't working. You want to pay? Hey, get him out the house. They do it.
Yep.
They do it. It ain't the problem that what you tell them is right. It's the problem is that you a black man telling them what's right. They sit up here and tell you, hey, they said y'all don't run a system, nothing, woo woo. That's who they man is. That's who they want to get dick from.
Dick?
Yes.
You could just give dick, but you can't take care of your family, though.
Listen, see.
So you the dick man.
Well, we're not there anyway. So ain't no family. We're not there anyway.
You don't want to. I know there ain't no family because you ain't around.
So therefore, that's a conversation we need not have. We can move on. Go ahead, finish, Trey.
No,
I want to finish before.
I think all of us making sure. All of us doing a good job. We making sure our women get 9 hours of sleep. That's what we doing. I think we're doing a good job.
You ain't shit, boy. You ain't shit.
My baby get 9 hours of sleep.
9 hours. Oh, you mean like I was asleep all day and now I'm working at night?
Treated
like
I'm not making that connection. Bitch to me is subservient. Men can be bitches. Women can, you know, like I shouldn't say that.
But you're a man.
Yeah, but
so you being called a bitch is not the same as a woman being called a bitch, especially a black woman being called a bitch.
I feel like the black women that listen to this, they're gonna know what I'm talking about. They're gonna know what I'm talking about.
As long as we put, because I think it's important. I hear what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get it. What I think that it's important that we talk about all of it.
Yes. This is what I'm saying. So like, we're speaking in this way. This is how the dismantling happens. Because the language and how we say things is very important.
Sure.
And that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So like I'm not saying like don't say it, because I'm like I say bitch all the time. Like that's not what I'm saying at all. But it's essentially about when we're talking about the systems of power, and when we talk about dismantling patriarchy, and we talk about masculinity and what that means and what that looks like to us. And I can say even to y'all as someone as cis men, because my perspective of it is going to be completely different from how you all experienced it, having come from a different place. So like when growing up, I have two brothers, and the way my father taught my two brothers what it would be to be what it meant to be a man and how to show up and what masculinity meant, it was always domination, it's power, it's strength. And it was never really like protection, not softness. So I wanted to combat the idea that being a good man, or a man is being like, or men are natural protectors or natural providers. I don't think that's the case at all. Men are not. You can't be a natural protector and provider when you are the one that's causing harm. Right.
Yeah.
So what are you protecting? You're protecting. You say you're protecting women.
You said that so eloquently.
You're saying
so simple too. He said it the way I was trying to say it.
You're protecting yourself.
Then you be doing.
That's a stupid point.
Bro, first and foremost, you see how this is? This is why the landscape is very bad. You got a woman sitting there in a costume that don't even love themselves. Uncle Rick, you already know I have a name for these folks. I call them dropouts. They dropped out of manhood. Why are you talking about man shit? It ain't nothing about masculinity that you can talk about, homie. You dropped out of it.
Nothing. I stopped it because the fact that she sitting up there talking about, I watched my dad teach my two brothers how to be a man. And here you are.
Why do you man then?
And here you are trying to be a man. This is
trying
crazy.
to be a man.
I couldn't, bro. I could not just overlook that statement. I'm like, let me stop this, Rick. I'm like, did they hear what I heard?
It's not a bad thing, because some of y'all didn't have daddies. That's why I hurt y'all to hear that.
It's a terrible thing.
Bob said we not for to derail the conversation. Thank you.
Right.
I'm talking about the same thing. I'm talking about you just don't like
nonsense. You talking about some nonsense.
No, I'm talking about I watched my dad teach my brother how to be a man too. And
you
so
a
I don't
woman. You a woman. Are you a woman with a beard trying to be a man?
No, listen, it doesn't matter who.
No, listen what I just said, Bob Cherry.
You can watch is what I'm saying.
Bob Cherry, answer my question. Okay. Are you a woman with a beard?
The statement is good when I say it, but the statement is bad when somebody else says it.
This is very pertinent. Are you a woman with a beard trying to be a man? Then you are so then you are disqualified in this conversation. I'm gonna just tell you. Just like that damn woman with that beard was disqualified talking about men, that was a dropout of womanhood. The craziest part is that goddamn woman don't even want to be a woman.
Yeah, but she might be a better man than most of y'all.
She's a eunuch. No, she's a eunuch.
Not even possible.
It's not even possible. She dropped out of being a woman, and then she's failing at being a man. She's a eunuch.
Everything's a better man than you. Right? Everything's a better man than the man.
No, not all the men, but some of you, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But if you lump yourself, because I didn't mention you, I didn't name you.
Of course, right? Like we didn't have our daddies, but y'all had y'all mamas, and look how y'all act.
Ooh, damn.
And that's
I'm in the kitchen preparing dinner for tomorrow and breakfast for tomorrow. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that, Bob Cherry.
I've That's
You
hard
have to
because
know,
once
but you can
again,
see.
I've
Your
never.
eyes can see.
I
Now.
We can see a lot of things, Bone Church.
that want to hang around boys.
Simple
I
fact.
only know tomboys
Your
that
white
want to
boy
hang
doing.
around boys.
They think
That
this,
want to fight with
they
boys.
think it's funny, bro. They think it's funny for real.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
only know
and I'm not
tomboys that
gonna
wanna
lie,
hang
Bum
around
Church.
boys.
The only reason I even brought you up here because I knew you were gonna prove our point.
Yeah.
Y'all disgusting.
Uh-huh.
Man. Don't even see it. That's the crazy part to me. Like,
You say like I'm proving y'all point.
it's crazy.
Y'all
man.
proving my point.
We can sit up here and talk about therapy and all this shit, and y'all want to co-sign therapy when y'all don't even know y'all fucked up as a person and want to talk about it.
That's hard. That's hard.
And then some fucked up as a person. The only person who can say whether somebody fucked up is the people they rock with. Like my husband will be able to say I'm fucked up as a person. My children will be able, but you're not gonna find nobody who ever know me for real say some shit like that.
Nobody said that, and that's why I was being true when I said shout out to your husband. Shout out to him. He taking care of you. Shout out to your husband.
He don't take care of her. They 50-50.
We 50-50. He say we 50-50, baby. What I'm 50% doing?
You're 50-50.
What we 50-50 doing?
You do whatever you want.
Y'all try to
do
put
whatever he want.
But that don't sound like 50-50. If I do whatever I want, that don't sound like 50-50. See, and there you go. That's the black man for you right there, y'all. 50-50 mean I do whatever I want.
And listen, she get to do whatever she want, and her black man is the only great black man.
That's right.
Well, no, I never said nothing like that. I know you heard me earlier say in the communities in which I live.
You heard me too.
I didn't say I saw great men from based on what I saw.
Still
You
didn't
don't
answer.
know what a great man is, Bum Church.
Okay, well, now look, I don't know what a great man is because the shitty 8 man who up here, and there's only one that I named. I didn't put nobody else in that. But it's something how the rest of you will fight for a man you don't know. Right? But I did say my ain't shit. And when he asked me which man up here I don't think is a man, I only gave one name.
What else we fighting for?
Right now, you are making claims that I said about others
no,
on this panel.
Not like
okay,
y'all hear what y'all want to hear. Nobody said nothing like that. Could you please answer my question instead of posing it with something else? Who are we fighting for?
Mott.
Who said?
You might not know it.
Who said we fighting for?
Well, not we.
Mott
Not
can
we.
fight clearly for himself.
Because there's some men up here who hasn't said much of nothing, and they're stoic, and they just listening back, and nothing wrong with that. I respect. I'm not accusing men who even though I'm saying black men, but y'all not listening to when I say that you black men are the ones who've been stating these things.
So why are you saying it?
I'm repeating after y'all. Remember, leader, Mr. Leader. Remember, you say that black women have controlled the family, the household. That's what you say.
Do you have your own thoughts?
Yes, I have my own thoughts.
Okay, so next time we ask you a question, could you please reply with your thoughts and not what somebody else has said?
Well, I can't do that if I feel like it.
Could you please do
if
it?
I want to? How about that?
Everything
if I want,
you feel about something, right?
Say it again.
Because everything relies on how you feel about something, right?
Everything don't rely on how I feel about it. But if you ask me a question and I give you my answer, it may be based on how I feel about it, and it may not be.
It doesn't rely to.
I'm not the center of the universe. Remember?
Okay, who told you that?
I know that to be a fact, but I mean, if you say that women think they're the center of the universe, they're all emotional.
Did I say that?
No, you didn't say that.
Okay,
you didn't say that.
When you make a point, can you say your thoughts and not somebody else's? Is it possible?
And I already gave you an answer. I said I may do that and I may not.
It all depends how you feel, right?
It depends on how I feel. Yes. How about that?
All right, real quick. Shout out to Brother Numbs with the $5 super sticker. Thank you, Brother Numbs. And then Wolf Stacks came through. He said these cats sound soft and wild men need to be led, y'all. Like I said, we're gonna do a little bit more of this, man. Actually, what I'm gonna do is, I go live every
Can I ask
day.
one question?
I'm gonna finish. If
Can I ask the question first?
I might finish this tomorrow night. I might finish
Can
the
I-
rest of the video tomorrow night. Go ahead.
I just want to ask, and have you men ever heard of the sprinkle men? Like that was a big thing going on, movement of black, not just black men, but we saw the black men talking about sprinkle, and the white man, to be honest. Let's be honest, it was across the board. And that's why these are the men who did say they want to dress nice, they want to have good things. And if the woman is educated enough to go make the money, that he's okay with being the father, the stay-at-home father. And if what happens, are y'all against that? Are y'all against the men who might say, hey, I don't want all that on my shoulder, and if she want to do it and she good at it, then we're gonna make our family work?
I think what Bomb Cherry is referring to is the drizzle parody, where a lot of guys were just being funny on social media and just kind of making fun of the girls by doing the drizzle thing.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that, bro.
Yeah, it was just.
See how he making it like it was a joke, but no. There's always been what they call those men who dress nice, and some of y'all will call them gay just because they dress nice.
Metrosexual.
Yes, thank you. Metrosexual men who also like to look good.
Whenever you can't think of a word or anything, I'm here for you. Just let me know.
Okay, thank you.
Are you okay with it?
And the thing I do say about you, is you do tell the truth. There's some things where people ask you a question and you honestly said what you heard, and I've said that about you.
I don't agree with the drizzle movement. Men should take care of their families. My question is, do you agree with it? Are you okay with a man laying up under you and you take care of him?
Well, for me personally, no, right? But when I was younger with my husband, he didn't have everything. So all by himself. So we worked together. I went to work. We met in the military together, and therefore I had no problem. I loved him. I loved him even with his holes in his drawers, and y'all don't care about love no more. You just want to be the man and control it.
About love, let's talk about love. That means all the ad homine's got to stop then, right?
What do you mean?
All the ad hominems got to stop, right? And we gonna talk about love for real, right? Because no matter what people say, right, the problem is that people don't love each other. They don't even like the people they with, so they're not willing to sacrifice for that person to get to a different level in life. Would you agree?
No, I don't agree. Some people, yes. Listen. I'm not saying that you're completely wrong. Some people, yes. Some people, no. And I do want you to know, some people like those. There's some relationships where they like calling each other names and that type of situation. You may not like that. I don't like that, but I have a couple of aunts and uncles and friends that I grew up with and still watch. They have a great marriage as they see it. I wouldn't be in that kind of marriage.
Live and let live, right?
Yeah, live and let live. Yes. The way you want to do your family, I'm okay with. And the way I want to do my family, you should be okay with it. If you're not okay with it, just stay out of it. Stop trying to tell my husband that he needs to stop me from dressing the way I dress or cooking late at night. You know what I mean? Like, he's happy. When he wake up in the morning, he gonna have some fresh baked biscuits.
It ain't never too late to get somebody guidance, Bomb Cherry.
Wait, say it again, babe.
It ain't never too late to get somebody guidance. We just trying to help him out.
Yeah, but you can't help him out though. Because where on the level of my husband, baby, you're gonna have to be somewhere where you can at least see him. Like, he just too above you. You can't even see him yet.
I'm glad you have that reverence for him.
Yes, I love my husband.
I pray it actually translate, because I don't know you for real.
If she had that reverence for him, she put some damn clothes on that Instagram. She had some reverence for that man. Yeah.
Well, and that's your opinion, but you see, my husband is the type who is the ones who took those pictures. See, and you don't understand that there are different type of men, different type of relationship. My husband is the one who took pictures of his sexy wife, who we think is sexy, whether you do or not. And so and that's what I'm saying. When you say you would like to talk to him about pictures that he took. It's ridiculous. And I told you that then. And I'm telling you that now.
I would love to talk to him about pictures he took.
Yes. And I told you, since you in Philly and I'm in Delaware, that I can assure you we can make that happen. But you're not gonna be on the internet thinking that you can say anything to a real man. We can meet up anywhere in Philly. I don't care, North Philly, South Philly, East Philly. We could go Germantown. Listen, we could go anywhere, baby. I can drive there. My husband, listen, he don't work that far. He closer than you think.
Oh, nice.
So all you got, if you really want to have a conversation with him, just let me know. I'll give you an address. Let's do it.
So, Bomb, you think
because that thing hit me up in the back. Give me the address or date or phone number where y'all could talk it out and y'all meet. Because that shit that you young boys like to play, where you think you're gonna be on the internet being able to say anything, that ain't gonna work with my husband.
So, Bomb,
gonna be ecstatic to see me.
Did you see the latest thing with Kanye? You familiar with Kanye West, right? And I don't want to assume, so I'm asking. You're familiar?
Well, yeah, I know Kanye West,
right? So, did you see the latest carpet that he was on with him and his wife?
Yes.
And how she was allowed to expose herself. Is that okay for you?
It's okay for me that they do what they want in their relationship. Yes, that's okay for me, for that man and his wife. Okay, well, apparently a lot of
Smurf, you ever seen Bomb Cherry Instagram?
You say that again, Mark?
You ever seen Bomb Cherry Instagram?
No.
Check it out.
This is my first encounter with her. Period.
No, check it out. Go right now.
Let me tell y'all something. I have never advertised my Instagram to these men, but the men who go to my Instagram, y'all like to share it.
Smurf, go check it out right now.
Got you. Is her name Bomb Cherry on there?
Yeah, it's like Bomb.
Okay, give me a sec.
Bomb Cherry Juice. Yeah, go check it out. Let me know when you're done.
And look, when they check it out, they ain't got nothing negative to say. They just be like, yo, look, and my numbers go up. Wow.
Nice.
You know what? I just want to be clear. I never came over here and advertised my Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't come and say, ooh, y'all need to come and look at me. You know, I'm not looking for followers. But if you see my Twitter, though, let me tell you, I got over 1 million followers on my Twitter.
Cut it out, Bomb Cherry. Cut it out, man.
I got over 1 million on that Twitter, though. You know what I'm saying?
Over with.
If I want to advertise and I want YouTube to go up, they do go up.
Like every day somebody proves to me, you know what I'm saying? That shit is a rap, bro.
You look, it's sad that some of y'all didn't marry bad bitches. You know what I'm saying?
We already
said
it.
I'm saying that jokingly, right? But your wife will never be able to get a following like that. It's okay, baby. Just based on her looks and her seductive ways. She ain't never get naked, but she always, seduces.
Men don't want their wife to have no bunch of people following her.
At all.
Well, that's not true, because there's a lot of married women on Instagram, Twitter. Look, I've been here a long time. There's a lot of married women doing it. Well, so the bullshit that just come out of y'all mouth, y'all even follow porn stars. They're married.
Hey,
That's what y'all do.
The dude on the panel.
Men marrying them.
Didn't the dude on the panel just say the worst thing to call a black woman is a bitch?
Yeah.
But you a bad bitch though, Bomb Cherry?
Who said what man said what? Why would I care what a man said?
No.
There's some women who like to be called bitches. And then there's some of us, we now know exactly what it means. You know, when you say bad bitch, you know what. Yes, and I'm saying I don't have a problem with it because I used it. And you knew it wasn't nothing negative about it.
Real men don't want no bunch of men following his wife, period.
Okay, but listen, you say those men aren't real men, and yet they consider themselves real men. Like they got real men up here who think that they can talk to a man, right, and tell him about his wife. Y'all ain't gonna tell what's his name again? The guy, the rapper. Y'all not gonna tell Kanye not a goddamn thing. In fact, you followed all his wives is what you did. Is what you did.
Y'all hear what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell your husband.
You're
nothing.
following both of his wives.
You're his
Okay?
wife. You're his wife.
Yes, I'm his
Bomb
wife.
Cherry, you belong to your husband?
They don't
I'm
even,
my husband's wife.
they don't
You
even.
bel-
Yes.
That's the crazy part. They don't.
My heart and soul and my body belongs to my husband. Yes.
There we go. That's a good girl. Yeah. Okay. She
Yeah.
coming along.
No, she ain't.
Until something go wrong. Remember when I said if
Bob
something go
Cherry.
wrong,
So
then I
Bob,
will take
just think
possession
that
back to my
Bob
body.
Cherry,
Go ahead.
are you? I don't want to bring this out in a sense. You heard of the term swinger?
I heard of the term swinger, yes.
Okay. Is that something y'all practice?
No, my husband and I have never practiced swinging.
Gotcha. Okay.
You
I
sure?
see
But but people will make up shit. They'll listen to half stories and make it up the way they want to make it up.
You got an OnlyFans, Bob Cherry?
No, I do not have an OnlyFans.
Okay.
Well, where can we buy your stuff at?
You can't buy anything from me.
You don't sell nothing? You sure?
Yes,
You
yes,
get a
I'm
free
sure.
on IG?
And the idea, if I was selling something, I can assure you I'm a business person and know how to sell it. You wouldn't have to put out my Instagram. I would be putting it out.
Bomb
But
Cherry,
since I'm not
selling
putting it out,
something.
that tells you I'm not selling anything.
Bomb Cherry, you got to be selling something. You don't sell nothing.
Okay, but go find it. Go find it. It's the internet is the internet. Go
We're
find
trying
it.
to support you, Bomb
years.
Cherry.
I've been here 30 years. Go find what you claim that I either sold back then or now. Go ahead.
We trying to support you. You're a
No,
black
but I don't
woman.
need your support, baby. Yeah. No, but I don't need your support.
We gonna give it to you anyway.
You more of a woman than I am. You need to support your own self.
Damn.
And
Yeah,
your
we gonna
girl.
give it to you anyway, Bomb
You
Cherry.
say you got your invisible girl.
I'm about to follow you.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said he about to follow me. Follow me, baby.
Y'all, wow.
He said he gonna follow you. You done
Smurf,
already been there several times and you keep going back.
Yeah, you know,
When you gonna stop looking?
Bomb
Looking
Cherry,
at when you
Bomb
gonna
Cherry, I be
stop?
snooping.
We the
I be
problem.
snooping, Bomb Cherry.
Ain't got
Yeah.
nothing there that wasn't already there when you saw it the
Hey,
first time.
hey, Bomb
baby.
Cherry, I'm
You
scared to
just
hit that
keep
follow
going
button. I
fast.
just been scared, you know.
It's us.
No, don't you
it's
want
us,
to hit the
man.
follow button? You see, it's open without you following.
Yeah,
I get that. You see what I said? You read it. You said she said, oh, because see if it was closed, y'all could lie and say that there's something there that isn't. So I opened it to show people where no, they lied and claiming that it's something that is not. You ain't got to follow, baby. You could go through it all.
Got that right.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
Smurf.
I'm not going respectfully. So
Okay, but that's good. I didn't even put it out there for anybody to go. You know, I have been here for 15 years, and the one thing I didn't do, I never went anywhere and told people where to follow me.
Yeah, we give you props for that, Bomb Cherry. Smurf, you remember if that's why I said that, because when you asked that question, I'm like, no, you got go look at her Instagram, so you realize, you
Tell
don't
you
need to be
everything you
asking
need
that
to know,
question.
right? It tells you everything you need to know, homie.
Hey. Mm-hmm.
These the type of men who follow women like myself and laughing about following me. Wow.
Well,
this is crazy because they got men who not gonna follow,
Hey,
right?
hey,
They- and they gonna be the men who gonna follow, but gonna
what we
keep
do.
the
It
secret.
don't matter.
Ain't got no one piece of shame, Jay. Ain't got one bit of shame in herself. No.
None.
But listen,
these niggas
Should I
brush
be
their
shamed?
teeth. She be trying to shame us for brushing our teeth and shit. It's
Bomb Cherry, Bomb Cherry, Wolf,
You don't even see it. That's what's crazy.
Bomb Cherry, Wolfstag. He made a comment. Is this true, Wolf Cherry? Hey, Bomb Cherry, is this true what Wolfstag said? That your A all out,
bro.
That my what?
Not
I don't
everything,
curse.
bro.
That your A is all out.
Everything.
My ass all out?
That's what.
Oh yeah, my
Trey,
ass.
Trey, you never seen her?
Yeah,
do
my
that?
butt is out.
Look,
Nah, I'm not going on. I don't want to see all that. Bro.
My ass is out when it's not out, baby, because it's 56 inches. Okay.
Hey,
not my type. Respect.
Man, we gonna leave this up to you, homie. You in a cast that's in your generation. Gonna leave this up to you because I don't care no more, bro. Fuck this shit.
No, JT, no, listen.
I'll be here to give you counsel. That's all I can do, dog.
Look, yo, JT, believe it or not, I think I can really make an impact though on the women, right? I think
I'm here for you. When I said there's real men,
I'm here for you, homie.
Y'all see the goofies laugh. The real men are stoic. You can see the real men who don't care, and even if they go look, they still not, and you see the truth, right? There's two of them who laughing like they're goofy ass girls.
JT,
about a woman while they watch her videos. Oh, and by the way, let me tell you, they not pictures, baby. They are actual videos. Hit the play button. So you ain't gonna never be able to say, "Oh, that is AI." You're not gonna be able to say that I edited anything. I ain't got on no makeup. Like I can be as natural as I am, and then you gonna watch.
Yeah, the 65-year-old bad bitches is gonna die with bomb cherry generation, right?
I'm gonna take them with me.
Done with that.
I'm gonna take them with me. Don't worry. You ain't gotta worry. No, my. I'm gonna take them with me. When we get,
the young women are doing the same.
When me and Rick say it's over with, we gonna get Bob Cherry and all the other bad old AARP bitches. We taking them all with us. We gonna be like, we ain't gonna have this. You deal with the young folks. We taking them all with us. And when we say it's over with,
you can't take me to a corner. You broke back looking nigga. What you talking about?
If they got some motherfucking AARP cards, we taking them with us.
This nigga trying to claim me. This nigga trying to claim us, y'all. Talking about we gonna take
all. You ain't gotta worry about amount. I'm gonna take Bob Cherry with me.
I appreciate
with
that.
Me, homie. I'm gonna get right.
Trying to make a claim, baby. You going to fight my husband for me, baby? You can't have me.
He gonna be busy eating that Walmart pizza.
That's that patriarchy. He think he could just have
eating that Walmart pizza. Bomb Cherry, what Walmart pizza tastes like? What Walmart pizza tastes like, Bomb Cherry?
Trying to tell you what type of
Walmart.
Yeah, what it tastes like?
Goddamn man, dog.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment, fellas.
Walmart don't make pizzas.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Be quiet now. You gotta wait.
Give me a moment, Bombshell. I would just want to tell y'all, man, it was wonderful conversation. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, Peace Murray. Nah, we gonna finish tomorrow night, but it's gonna be all men tomorrow night. We ain't gonna be with the extra. I let the extra happen just so we can prove a point.
Gotcha. That's what's up. Well, I just want to tell y'all, man,
I'm
love
not
and
to shut it
respect.
down anyway, man. Anybody got anything else to say, man?
No, I appreciate you, Trey. I'll get out of here, man. That way you ain't got to kick me out.
Hey man, my first time, bro. But I've been in the clouds looking at you for a minute, bro. I'm already subscribed to you. I already got people rocking with you, homie. So most definitely, man. It's all good.
Well, I was going to say, so I'm glad. Oh wait, they had another man who might want to say something. I apologize to you. Go ahead, my brother.
Ladies first.
No, I'm talking to the man with the I can't see his name. With the headset on, the one who rarely talk. Go ahead, my brother. You want to say something?
No, you go ahead.
65-year-old bad bitches.
I just want to say, y'all saw how that worked, right? So these men been talking about my Instagram, and he said I came up here and gave him, like he making it seem like by me coming up that I am the issue and got them on topic. When he asked me a question of what man wasn't up here, I said, "You sure you want me to do that?" And then he said, "Yeah." So he acting like I, being the woman, is the issue to prove a point. As the man, he actually proved his point. I didn't have to be up here to prove your point. Some of these men have definitely proved your point. But the men on that panel that you was reviewing, you would see the same thing with them. And they would have proved your point. You wouldn't have needed me. So I don't know why you acting like I came up here and disturbed the conversation. That apparently you didn't see that, right?
That's crazy.
Bomb Cherry, you did a great job today. You were Exhibit A. You did a great job.
Okay.
You ain't doing nothing wrong.
Okay. Well, what I would say is that you gonna be Exhibit A. He gonna be Exhibit B on my panel later. Okay, so stop.
Don't nobody be watching you, respectfully.
You don't make no traction.
I
You
think
ain't
there was
making no traction.
180 people watching me. I don't know what you're talking about.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
You must be confused, baby. What you mean nobody watching me?
I don't want to look at stuff, Bunch.
Okay, well go look at it then.
Hey,
while we was talking about
Trey, what they say? She ain't making no
motion.
motion. She ain't got no motion, dog.
I know. Trust me. I done been over there. Trust me.
Oh, okay. So, y'all, I ain't got nobody watching me, y'all. I ain't got nobody watching. Why you talking about
100 people.
Hit my booking email. I send you my race, Bomb Cherry.
Bomb Cherry, I've been streaming 1 month, and I do them type numbers. So what we talking about?
Y'all disgusting, bro.
He said he been streaming 1 month and got what number?
Y'all disgusting.
I done had over 180 easy. What are you talking about?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what are you saying?
I've only been streaming a month. You've been in how long? How long you been doing this?
You asking me how long I've been on
15
YouTube?
years. She been doing it before
Yes, I've been on here. Yes.
She was on live
And
stream.
then but I haven't been going live in about 5 years since my parents started
ain't got no
passing away.
motion, dog.
But
She ain't got no
I tell you what though, how about this?
You niggas are disgusting, bro.
Let's do a competition. Do you want to do a competition, baby? Because like I said, I got followers all over this internet, and all I got to do is advertise. Excuse me. I mean, okay. Then what you talking about then?
You niggas ain't
Because we can put money on it, and then I guess I'll go to my Instagram and my Facebook, you know, where them numbers are high, and tell them men I'm gonna be doing some things. And let's see if they come and watch.
You're not gonna be talking about nothing.
What you mean? My streams are going 30 hours. Listen, everybody in this
about
space
nothing, Bomb Cherry. That's not
okay, but how are we not talking about nothing for 30 hours or even 12 hours? 13 hours, 15 hours, 16 hours. Baby.
Is raised bait about men. That's
y'all don't get it, bro. Y'all
well, that's not true because I have men over there with me.
If y'all don't see this shit, something wrong with y'all, bro.
I'm just
giving pushback at everything you say, baby. That's all. If you want to make a competition, though, we can. We could do this.
I'm not in competition with you.
Nobody.
Well, you know you brought that up because I come over here. I've been on your panel. You haven't been on mine, which means I support you. But then you talk about your panel.
I'll come on your panel.
You have never been on my panel.
No, I've been in your comments and I try to get your attention and you didn't see it, so it's all good.
Right, because there's a lot of us on my panel. See, I don't use something.
It was 44 people in there that day. I remember exactly the number.
Okay, you do know. So there's the chat on YouTube, and do you know there's the Zoom, right?
Ain't nobody fucking with Zoom no more. You better upgrade your shit.
What are you talking? If you're not,
well,
what you mean nobody messing with Zoom?
What the fuck somebody gonna do Zoom for?
That's because you're too cheap to mess with Zoom, right? Because why would you mess with Zoom? You can have, I can have 1,000 people. I can have 1,000 people in Zoom by itself.
I'm gonna say it just like how Rick said.
Look at him talking. He don't even know what the hell he's talking about. I can make sure nobody porn by me. I could turn off cam. I could do all kinds of things in Zoom, and I could go.
Look, you ain't nothing but a fucking listen. You in case you didn't know this, Bomb Cherry. You are a fucking troll.
I can't see your name.
What's your name, know me. I'm JT. What you talking about?
I never heard of you before, but okay.
You've talked to me a couple of times. I ain't gonna say when.
You lying. You lying.
No, I'm not lying. What the fuck am I lying for about you talking to me?
You a liar. I've never seen you.
I didn't want to have a conversation with your ass. You just happened to be there.
Listen,
you be on everybody's shit. Let me just say this. Let me just say this.
He's lying, yo.
Let me just say this, and I tell you this, Trey. She's a fucking troll. She's a fucking troll.
I can't be a troll. That's a fact.
She don't show her face at all. She would never show her face.
I would never show my face. They over there on my Instagram.
And she sit there. It's 3:00 in the fucking morning, and she's still out here doing busy work. Ain't nobody gonna eat that nasty ass pizza. That shit gonna be stale as fuck. Nobody want to hear that shit that you talking about.
I made pizza dough.
She comes up here and she argue with men. She comes up here and she argue with men.
Do you know you make the dough? You make the dough. The dough. I made pizza dough for
tomorrow. Hey, bro, this is my first time coming up here, bro. I'm gonna be up here a couple of times with you, bro.
Bomb Cherry, I think Mutt said something very pivotal, right? His woman is asleep, resting.
And while she was at work yesterday, I was sleeping and resting.
No. She don't work. What you mean?
Okay, well then so he bragging about a woman don't work. And she
works for him.
She was up
She
all
ain't got
day
3 o'clock in
when
the
I
morning
was
doing
sleeping all
busy
day.
work, nigga.
She works for him.
Okay, well, you know what? I remember his story about when he had to go pick her up late at night. Remember? See, we
Because
remember the story.
Because he
We
wanted-
remember. We remember.
Because he's her protection. Yes,
Because
he's
what?
supposed to do
Yeah,
that.
he said that he had to go pick her up late at night. Like you see, the thing that you
Yes,
claimed
yes,
that we were
that's her
lying about.
man.
We hearing y'all come. Yes, but he claiming that she didn't work, but he went to pick her up from work.
I tell you what, he ain't gonna do
hold
here.
on.
You little
He's
rat ass
gonna-
motherfucker.
At
don't
3 o'clock in
listen
the
to
morning,
each
it's
other. But when we broke down his story, it didn't add up.
Walmart pizza is crazy.
If we want to be technical, Bomb Cherry, you do know, Bomb, that Mark can pick his girl up without picking his girl up and never touch the steering wheel.
I'm trying to told you already ago.
Let me say it one more time because it didn't register.
I didn't hear him.
Mark can send his vehicle to pick up his woman, and his woman still not drive home.
What does that have to do with him picking her up from work? And you just said she ain't got a job.
She don't get it.
Oh, you're silent now. You're silent now.
JT, remember when I spoke
Niggas
about
don't know how to
education
follow
without
their own
intelligence?
discussions. They don't know how to follow their own discussions.
Right.
yo.
Well, Bomb Cherry, the thing is, when I met my girl, she had a job, so there's that.
And she had one while she was with you when you went to pick her up.
Yeah, we've been together for about 5 years, so a lot of things have changed, you know.
Okay, well, cool.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you got covering.
Yeah, you mean like I don't have a job neither, so I can be sleep whenever I want, be over here cooking when I want.
Well,
You
that's
mean
because
like
you get
that?
Social Security. Bomb Cherry is different.
Oh no! I served in the military. I actually get a retirement check.
She
from the
knows.
military.
She got a black man to take care of her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I got a whole black man to take care of me.
But we the problem.
That's crazy.
But we the problem. Why you talking about you the problem? I didn't mention you.
I didn't say you did.
Okay, then you still put your hands on your chest and you like, well, we the problem.
What's
You might be a problem to somebody, but you
wrong?
ain't my problem.
What's wrong?
Look, none of y'all gonna be my problem.
For real,
Why would you be my problem?
I would never be your.
When my husband was my problem, then I dealt with my problem. We dealt with each other and we grew up together. Our anniversary was just Valentine's Day, and we turned into 36 years of marriage. So you know, we've been married quite a long time.
Yeah, he tired.
Yes, he is up there because
He's
he got
weary.
his work tomorrow. He's
That
gonna be
nigga don't
waking
wanna
up to
fight.
go to work.
He lost the fight.
I'm happy for y'all.
You ain't got to be happy for us, baby. It ain't gonna make us better or worse.
Shout
But
your
it's
husband
okay.
out. I don't have to shout your husband out, and I don't have to be happy.
Yes, please don't shout my husband out. You don't know him. He won't think he won't think that is something that you should be doing.
You want to go after?
Like y'all gotta stop playing with men you don't know. Because
So
okay,
get-
well, what I'm saying is some of these black men ain't gonna play with you like that, but you play online.
You
And it's
already-
okay. It's best
You
to
already
play
done
with
shit
me
on black
because you
men,
won't play with
so
him.
your
'Cause
credibility
this
on
my
talking
little
about black
nigga right
men
here.
don't work no more,
This
baby.
my nigga who talked about he want to talk about talk with my husband. I want to make that happen with him.
This is crazy.
I want that to happen. He's close.
Crazy. This is
Close,
crazy.
too close to comfort. We gonna make that
Bomb
happen.
Cherry, Bomb Cherry, real quick. So you're retired, right?
Yes, I'm medically retired from the military.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, so your husband not medically retired?
Stealing money.
He still work every day?
Yes, my husband still work every day because he want to work every day. Yes, he like to work.
No, I got you. I'm just
He's in the
asking
medical field.
I just
Yeah,
asked
I'm
you-
medically retired,
It's okay.
which
It's
means I wouldn't be. I'm not old enough to retire. Y'all do know you got to retire at a certain age. I'm not at that age yet, which means that I'm medically retired.
Which
That
means she
means
don't
due
get
to
a pension.
injury while in
That's
the
what that meant.
military,
She
I
don't get a
was
pension.
retired.
She
Yes,
don't get a
I
pension.
get
She called
I get
herself
a medical
retired.
check. Oh, I get a check
That's
from the military,
disability.
baby. I've been getting my check for over 20 years. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, most definitely.
Okay,
Hey,
so you don't know what you're talking about.
I know exactly what I'm talking
Listen,
about.
you're gonna have to stop, little baby. Because you listen, I suggest you stop. You especially since you want to be over there like you have a channel lying about you being here 10 years, lying about channels that have only been here for
Go
5
look my
years.
shit
making
up.
it seem like y'all
Hey, look, my shit is
you gonna have
documented.
to stop. But you might want to go ask them men who you follow.
My shit is
ask them who
documented,
know
baby.
them, and then you will know. They will let you know not to play with me, honey.
Yeah, girl, you ain't nobody. Don't nobody
Well,
know
go
you other than you being as
I can assure
Bob
you,
Cherry
every man
troll.
you suck dick while
The
you over there, I bet you they
That's
know
all
you.
you
And
are.
they won't say my
Yeah, they
name.
know you as
They
a
won't
troll.
say my name in a negative way.
You
Not,
don't even show
not even your
face.
Kevin Samuel's daddy, your
So we
daddy
already
who
know what
passed away.
what that's all about. Show
Yeah,
your face.
when your daddy passed away, he wouldn't even say my name. He knew what it was.
So you know
You
who I
better
am.
learn, little nigga.
So you know who I am.
I like
So you
to
know who I
spank
am.
little niggas like you. No, I don't know who you are, but you gonna find out
So
a
you
little
know
bit
who I
about me.
am.
You better relax. Well, no, I don't know you. Never seen you. And you're lying and saying you talked to me before.
I guarantee I can pull it up. I got your ass on motherfucker. I got you on a couple of motherfucking shit. I'm not about to put my man shit. I'm not about to put my shit out there.
No, you said you talked to me. You said we talk to each other. Okay,
Yeah.
on whose panel? Lie about the panel. Go ahead.
I ain't got to lie about the panel.
Who?
Freezy. No
Okay,
captivity.
just say the name of the channel.
No
Say
captivities. No captivity.
I don't. I've never been to no
You never been
captivity
you never
channel.
been over
I don't
there?
know what you're talking.
All right, then.
Who is? I don't even. I heard the
You
name before, but I don't know who that is.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
You
Shut your
lying.
You been on Black Man Unfiltered. You've been on fucking No Captivity.
You
been
are
on all these
lying. No,
fucking
I have
channels.
not. You
All right,
are
man.
lying. The only time
right.
I've been maybe on there is
I'ma
if they were
tag
doing
you.
another
I'ma tag you
channel
when I
that I
put the
was
clip
on. You
up.
lying ass nigga. I've
I'ma-
never been over
I
there.
will tag you when I put the clip up. We ain't even got to
Listen,
argue about it no
tag
more.
me and see these niggas like to lie, y'all.
Okay, I
have
said
never
I would
been
tag
on
you.
no
I said I would
channel
tag
on
you.
none of
If I'm
those
lying,
men, but if they was reviewing something where I was on, then that is not me being over there.
no,
That
I'm
mean
not
they was
talking about reviewing. I'm talking about you called my name. What are you talking about? I'll tag you.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
What?
yeah, do that.
You
Okay,
talk
we
so
gonna
much shit, you don't even know the shit you be talking and on the
Listen.
panels you be on.
I know every
You
panel
fucked,
up here.
girl. You fucked up, man. You
Y'all
fucked up.
hear,
Man.
y'all,
Hey,
this
finish
nigga
making
is
that
mine,
Walmart
and he
pizza.
gonna tag
Straight.
me,
I'ma
and then we
holler
gonna
at you
pull
later
it up.
on, my guy,
All right,
man.
man.
You make sure you
All right,
tag
man.
me
I'll
that
let
shit,
y'all-
you lying ass
Urban,
nigga.
I'll hit y'all up, man. I'll see y'all
I
tomorrow.
don't know no
All right, bro.
captivity.
Peace out, bro.
Lying ass nigga.